Hello, everyone. We are live. We are back after a month off. I had to make sure everyone's mics were on. I was like, hold on, hold on. We have to get back in the swing of streaming. um, Okay, so I don't think we have any announcements other than we will be playing a short commercial-ish promo in the middle of our break for Arcane Wares, which is really cool. So if anybody sees that and is interested, they make some incredible D&D streetwear. I myself wear their mental health one. It's great. I know Din also owns one. Yeah. Lightning D20. It's very cool. As for anything else, I don't think we have any announcements other than we will be bi-weekly again, so starting now, it'll be 2 weeks till our next game. I don't have anything else. Yeah, right.
I know. Sad, but
I know. Eventually we'll be every week. Eventually.
Yeah.
We'll try. We'll work on it at some point.
I think in 2 weeks I'm gonna be in like, college classes, so you guys are gonna see me so much worse.
It'll be great. It's fine. This is fine.
Oh yeah, thesis is 1 semester. It's gonna be fine.
It's fine. All right. If there are no other announcements, last we left off, our party had just gotten to Asmar and gotten to the library of Asmar, where they had been sent by Yadi, our lizard folk barbarian, or our lizard folk librarian, to go check the status of the library there, where they met Mia, which is a kobold librarian, and kind of found out some things about Asmar itself, including more about the Loyal Steel, a old party which they seems to have existed like many years ago. So currently our party stopped where they had just finished being attacked by a mimic and fighting it off, and Mia coming around the corner with a similar mimic on her sword and said, "Oh, you guys too, huh?" So currently our party is standing in the lobby area of this library, mimic on the ground dead after they had kicked it, and Mia standing there with one on her sword. What would you like to do?
I'll ask Mia, does your library usually have mimics, or is this a new occurrence?
This is a new occurrence. So she shakes the mimic off of her sword and throws it down on the ground with the other one.
Yeah, seems more like a liability issue at this point.
Are the books random, or do they have like similar titles or similar things?
The books are random. You kind of look them over as she throws the other one down on the ground next to it. They're random titles.
Are we sure there's only 2? Do we need to go check more books?
I'm mostly curious as to why the mimics seem to be occurring at the same time that these orbs are releasing energy, because at the first place there was also... No, wait, was there at the first place a book mimic, or was there just books that was killing
There were
us?
books that were attacking us, but not mimics.
Those books could cast spells.
Yes.
That's what it's like.
Yeah, what is going on with knowledge here?
The knowledge is being tampered.
The knowledge is
I'm
being
all for-
tampered.
I'm all for very weird books and like tap mine, but these seem a bit out of my range.
Yes, and then first the armor, and now the mimics. I'm not a fan of this.
Mia kind of shrugs. This is a new one for me too. I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna look into this and see what I can find out. In the meantime, just try to be careful. If you leave town, let me know first. I'll give you the information I come up with.
Well, we are mostly sent here to check on you. So now that we've checked,
I think.
how are you doing good?
I think we might need to stay a little bit longer. There might be more here that we can look into, find more information for. I think
Of
we might,
course.
if everyone is in agreement.
I have a question. Mia. Do you recognize these books in particular? Were they always mimics, or did they just turn it?
Oh no, this is very new. Like these books have been checked out before, like, this has never happened in this library. I've never seen any mimics in my library, and I have run this library for many years.
Okay, just to be sure that these books are being tampered with by whatever magic this is. Okay. Not great. What do we do now?
Should we check the rest of the library, divide and conquer, just to, make sure so no one checks out accidentally a mimic?
I think that's a great idea. I'll come with you, and I'll go walk over to Raven in a little bouncy way.
Okay.
I wanted to ask Mia,
Mhm.
are you in communication with other libraries the same way as Burr was with you?
Yes, yes, we normally keep in contact. There's actually there's like a committee of us. We all correspond in different libraries all over the city, and all over the nation, honestly. We all keep tabs on each other. Why do you ask?
What's happened?
Besides the one in Kiven, I haven't heard of anything yet. She kind of shrugs. Did Yadi ask you all, kind of gesturing at the party, to check any other libraries or just this one?
It was mostly just this one.
That makes sense.
He's the only one that he heard back from. He said that he sent out word to the other places.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from any of the other ones having issues, so as far as I know, I'm the only other one.
Are they normally more communicative? Do they answer back quickly?
They're normally pretty fast if there's an issue.
Okay.
When you were fighting the mimic, I just have a curious question. Did you notice any black smoke?
Black smoke? I really wasn't looking for any. Not that I can recall, at least.
Cool.
She kind of shrugs. Why do you ask?
Interesting. Well, once we had taken care of our mimic, that big guy over there decided to, get a bit knocked out with some psychic energy.
Yes, and then you
And
get to go and do the same exact thing.
mine was a controlled experiment.
As would have mine.
Controlled.
Yes, controlled. As would have mine been if I had known that it was that powerful. But again, remind me, why would you purposely go and look for something, knowing what it did to your fellow party members? Why would you go and do that?
If I could interject, I haven't seen any black smoke. I don't know anything about that. I can keep an eye out for it though.
Well, shall we really go check the rest of the library? Because there could be another mimic just hiding in one of the shelves.
Good idea. Should I
Don't
send
put your
a
hand
message
in
to Yati about what we found so far? Or do we want to do that after we're done searching?
I will cast Mage Hand and start poking books on one side of a row as I physically touch books on the other side of a row. Just so I can do double time.
Incredible.
I feel like this is the best use of Mage Hand that there has ever been, so
Touching and poking all of the books in the library.
yes.
In-
Just to see if they move without,
Amazing.
As in book fashion.
You just
Is anybody else checking any other parts of the library, like taking the opposite side, etc.?
I will follow Coraline and be like, I'll go with the little one and help her out.
Okay. All right. The rest of you?
yeah, I guess I'll take a different side of the road. I have Mage Hand. I feel like I do.
Is someone holding the orb right now, or did we just leave the orb?
It was just there.
It was just there.
I wanted to take it and then it didn't have anything, so I was like, well, this
Yeah,
is
it
useless,
seemed
and I
to,
dropped it.
it seemed to be just a glass empty ball now. There was no magic that you could detect inside anymore, so they left it.
Just empty orb?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you can. You pick it up, kind of hold it in your hands, look it around real quick. Oh, hold on. I They said they're having issue hearing people that aren't the DM. Let me turn you guys up a little bit. There we go. We'll see if that's any better.
Howdy.
Howdy. I've turned them up, so if you have any more issues,
Testing, mic. 1, 2, 3, testing.
let me know if that's any louder.
Do I need to get close?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
ASMR?
ASMR.
Gotta kind of whisper in our ears.
Is that better?
About
Okay,
to
perfect.
roll a D4.
Hey!
Thank you, chat. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, you kind of hold this orb in your hand, look it over. Just seems like a glass ball. Kind of put it in your stuff.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right, so now you have one glass orb.
Maya, how long have the orbs been here to protect the libraries?
Oh, as long as I've been here, a very, very long time. It's strange. We've never had an issue like this.
They've never been triggered before.
No, not like this at all. No, minor magic like might interfere sometimes, but nothing like this ever.
What were they designed to actually do? Like, what were their actual, like...
But they were to protect everything, wasn't it?
Yeah, protect, but like, how? Were there certain spells imbued in them? Or was it supposed to...
I'm not
like,
the one who set them up, but yeah, it was basically like a protective barrier. Kind of just to protect the library itself from people's magic that might want to burn it, etc., etc. Like outside forces. Yeah, I'm not the one who did it, but as far as I've been here, there's never been an issue, and I can't think of anything in our history that's been an issue either. As you guys are poking literal books and walking around poking them,
I don't know. I've been doing it for a while.
as you're walking these shelves and the lines and everything, nothing seems to be reacting or jumping out or trying to attack you. Everything else seems to be normal.
Do we see
Are there
any
any-
interesting book titles?
That's exactly what I was gonna ask. I was like,
Oh,
as
are
I'm
we
pulling
looking?
out, do I like see any like, ooh, shit, like Tusk Love or anything? By
I was gonna say the long history of dwarves.
the long history of dwarves, since you have the short history
Short
of dwarves.
history of dwarves.
Of all the book titles.
Of all the book titles. Let me grab my book titles. Hold on. Of course it's at the bottom of my DM pile because I had moved it. Alright, what are you looking for? Anything in particular?
The long
Oh.
history of dwarves.
The long history of dwarves! You read the short one and now you need the long one as well?
Exactly.
What is the medium one?
Sorry, there's only short and long.
Well, since she's got dwarves, can I go for like, I don't know, the royal history of like elves or something?
Oh.
Like, let's go for some interesting elven shit, I guess.
Interesting.
What's a good pun for elves?
The angle of...
The long life of elvins.
The long-
It's just a really long autobiography of just one elf that's like lived 800 years.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Right.
I
Okay.
also want to ask
Oh,
Mia
Splenda, that is me.
if she has any books on the loyal steel that we could borrow.
So when you ask her about it, she's like, no. At one point, I think we may have had one, but this is long gone missing.
Oh,
Check it out.
did I hear this?
If you walked back from poking all of your books.
What did we mean gone missing? I'm gonna say that I came back.
Okay, all right, yeah. If you walked back, then yes, you hear it. It's just. I pride myself, and she kind of like stands up a little straighter. She's like, I pride myself on taking very good care of my library. And I don't know. It's almost like it just vanished one day. It's just gone.
When?
Maybe 5-6 years ago.
Oh, was it?
It wasn't a very long book. It was short. Like it was about another adventuring party. Like it wasn't very long, but still, it wouldn't have easily been misplaced like that.
All right. Wait. So, it was. Was there a title to this book?
I can't remember.
Was there a title to this book?
There you go.
Of Coraline went American, guys.
It's been a lie. I'm American.
It's been a whole year. It's okay.
I can't.
New year, new Coraline.
I can't quite recall. I think it was just. I think it was just the adventures of the Loyal Steel, or something to that effect. It was something very, very simple, easily recognizable.
Right.
I don't know. I haven't seen another copy since that one. As for, you do find a history of dwarves, and it is quite a long version. You can tell that it started out as being like the short version, and then they just added on to it. It was like, but we really have more history, and so they added on.
I get Raven gets very excited. She's like, "Ooh, more knowledge." And I'll pull this one off the shelf and just like then wander back to the rest of the group. What is this one called?
No, it's literally a long history of dwarves. It's almost like they like saw the title of a short history of dwarves and found it offensive, and so they like crossed it out and made their own. Like they were like, no one can tell it better than us, for we are the dwarves.
Yep, Raven is very excited now.
I just love the idea of her just like giddy, like look to her chest, like walking down, like my prize. Like okay.
Was the book about elven royalty something found?
Yeah, it was. I was looking to see if I had one that I particularly liked. However, the chat's idea was very good.
That was. I did laugh really hard at that.
Say if we want to steal the one from our chat, we will credit our wonderful Earthbound misfit for abridged Elvish history. Get to the point.
Yes.
Yes.
Because that's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. We'll credit our chat with that amazing title, since apparently I did not have a good one for elves. So yeah, you do find that. You do find one regarding Elvish history. Are you looking for anything in particular in it?
I think just more curious about like the elven part of me. So if there's any elvish local things, is there anything in that?
It kind of reads as like just a normal history book of this is the elves. This is where they come from. You don't find anything localized or necessarily specific to you.
Okay. Cool.
Anything else?
I go up to Mia after I come back and goes, I know you just... If you need help, I'm gonna stick around if you don't mind if I can find a cozy non-mimic corner with this book.
Oh. I mean, yeah, it's a library. I mean, you're more than welcome to read here. And like, she kind of giggles a little bit to herself, like, thinking she's pretty funny.
Let's
see. She is going to kind of look around at the rest of the party. Was there anything else I could help you all with?
Is there anything we could help you with? I said, do you need any help with research?
Not that I can think of. She kind of shrugs and looks around. Did Yadi give you a map?
I mean,
Did he?
I have a map, but he marked on here this location. But I have a map right here, and I go into my pouch and I take out the map.
She kind of takes it, looks over, and kind of tisks a little bit. She's like, "He's so bad about giving out a full map of this side of the nation here." And she hands you a map with all of the towns on this side. It is in your Discord.
I can't wait to print it down.
Oh my gosh!
give us
Oh,
the
God.
goods.
Wait, I have a question. So
Mhm.
I have a map, but through my travels, would I already know where these are, or I just like didn't mark it, I guess.
Mhm.
Like what? But I know most, like some of these.
Yeah, you know some of these. Some of these are recognizable.
It's so pretty.
Cool. I'm totally not gonna print this.
You
right
are
now.
aware that this is not everything. This is just everything on this side. And she has shrugged. She's like, okay, I don't know if any of you are actually like from this nation or where you all might be from. I haven't asked, but In case you don't know, the kingdom, as she gestures with her hands, is this kingdom, Ishgram, is divided into 4 segments. There's this one that we are currently in, the other with the capital, then the other 2 segments, like the obscurity and the other, which has like some of the other dwarves in the mountain, and that's on the other side of Candoria. As she like gestures as she's explaining. I don't have a full map at the moment. I just have the segment because this is the part that I am in charge of, per se, because of this library.
Great. Okay. That was a lot of information at once. So what
She
segment
looks
are we
very proud of
currently in?
herself, like she's just informed you of all of this. It looks like
Well, this was out of character.
Yes.
What segment are we currently in?
you are currently in segment 1.
Okay.
You're in section 1.
What is the name of it?
The entire kingdom itself that you are currently in is Ishgrim.
Ishram.
Mhm.
And then segment 2 is the kingdom.
The second segment, like the second section, is where you would know the capital is.
Okay.
So on your let me look because I have it on my phone. So on your map, you see how there's the vastest range. On the vastest range, you have to travel through the mountains or by ferry around to get up to where the capital is.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, I never knew there was so much inland. Only been up and down the coast. Didn't know there was so much actually going on in here. Kind of thought it was just a lot of empty.
Oh, yeah,
Coraline's
not at all.
eyes are like glazed over, like super excited looking at the map. By the way, she still has disguise self on, so
Yes.
she's not curly haired, orange haired. If you guys don't
Yes.
remember, she's a human
Right,
woman with
white
like
hair?
the white
Silver,
hair,
yeah.
Mhm.
silvery.
Yep.
Ooh. Have you ever been to the rest of these places?
I've been to some of them. It's been a long time since I've traveled. I'm pretty content just here.
Well, you do have a nice library when it's not being taken over by mimics.
Thank you. I take great pride in it.
On that note of the mimics, I know you've reached out before, but is there any way that you can reach out to the other librarians that you can contact? And even if nothing has gone like hayside or whatever with them, just to contact you back, and whichever ones don't contact you, even if nothing is wrong, we might be able to go check on them if they're normally responsive.
Sure. Yeah, I'll find out and give them a...
Well, to see if something has gone wrong and there is no librarian to contact, even if nothing is wrong, the librarians will contact her back. So if no one responds, that might be a key as to where we might be able to go next, if they're in need of. Not to try and, cause worry, but just in case. There's just something not sitting well with me about all of this.
No, this is a bigger occurrence than just over in Kiven and just over here in Asmar. That black smoke and all that you were dealing with, you and Coraline, that's
What?
worrisome. Not good.
What is the consort ruins? I'm just going through the. Coraline's just going over the map. She's
She is totally not paying attention at all to the rest. So which one did you ask about?
consort's ruins.
Oh, she kind of giggles a little. Well, years and years and years ago, many years ago, when, what was it, 4 or 5 kings and rulers back, that's where, when it was not ruins, that is where he would send his mistresses. It was basically where they would live. It was their property, while the king stayed in the capital.
That is.
It's
Cool.
dilapidated now. I don't think anybody lives there, but the ruins still stand.
Still vastly going over it.
Really,
What is this gem that's right over Candoria?
She kind of looks at the map. I couldn't tell you. I thought I've not been that far into Candoria. The forest is a very strange thing.
Huh. Sorry, super into the map. Carry
Don't
on.
worry, we got a lovely printed copy already.
Yeah, seriously, I just printed mine.
Already, oh my god.
No, but you want.
I've only waited
Welcome
4
to the group
weeks.
of note takers.
I've only waited 4 weeks to drop this on you, but that's
do
fine.
Do I recognize what that little gem thingy is?
You do not.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, cool.
Here it is.
Moving on.
Should I send a message to Yati and tell him what we found here? The mimics and...
Mia kind of waves a hand. I got it. I'll message him.
Oh,
I have to berate him for not giving you a map anyways, and she kind of walks off.
Do you have a scroll on message? Just out of curiosity.
I don't. I'm sorry. I can keep an eye out for you if you'd like.
That would be wonderful. Or wait, is it message or sending? That's the like long distance one.
sending.
Sending's the big one.
Sorry.
Sending is
Do you have a scroll on?
good coverage.
I don't believe so. I don't normally keep that kind of magic around. However, I can keep an eye out for you. And she
That would be
continues to walk away.
Thank
You just waves a hand. And you are left alone standing in the lobby with your new map for you to be able to look over.
Coraline has hogged it. I'm putting that out there into the world.
When you're done with that, can I? Have the back scroll?
Yeah.
As long as we're in agreement, I'll take that back when you're done. Don't
You
shoo at
might
me.
get it by dinner time at this rate, honey.
Oh, that's fine. As long as I get it back.
Well, do we have any more business here in the library, or is there...
Not until Moyle gets back with all the information from the other libraries.
If that's the case, again, all of this fighting has made me
Don't-
hungry.
Don't we need to get our gold from Yati?
When we return, but
Let him know what happened.
we might want to stay here just in case there's a little bit more. But I am getting hungry. All of this fighting, all this makes me so hungry.
I was going to say, I will remind you guys that outside the library, the entrance to the library sits by the market, so you are very close to some of the main shopping areas, as well as the market itself.
Shopping episode.
Oh my god, let's go shopping!
Oh, wow.
That was out of character. That wasn't Coraline.
Yes, there.
You're like, yeah,
just
same,
to
actually.
clarify.
Shopping spree. Shopping spree.
Oh, we might as well, poke around town, and tell us you could keep poking around more about the loyal steed, because you seem interested in that, and there's potentially more
Steal.
information. Steal.
But
Horse.
also paper too, apparently.
Oh, yes, I need more paper. Thank you.
Yeah, you mentioned that on the way here.
Yes. Thank you for the reminder.
Well, we could poke around for an hour and then come back and see if Mia's heard from anyone else.
Yeah, it sounds like a good plan.
Really, Jack?
Coraline, do you want to come with us while we're looking around? We're going to grab some food.
Mhm. Okay.
Maybe we'll just go over and grab one of our arms and goes,
Do you want a piggyback ride? You can keep looking.
No.
at the map. No. Okay.
okay, come
Are you
on.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Come.
Okay, so as you step out of the main doors of the library, you enter into the market. It's midday, so people are bustling about, people are shopping. You can hear the voices of a busy marketplace, children laughing. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for, or are you just looking around?
Is there a bakery?
There is a bakery. There is 100% bakery.
I guess I'm going with Raven to the bakery because she's leaving me around my arm.
We're all going. Before we really step out into the market or whatever, I'm
Mhm.
going to put my coin pouch and tuck it into a piece of my armor, so it's not visible, but I can still have access to it. But
Sure.
people
Sure.
can't see it.
No problem. All right, so you step out. Raven immediately starts beelining for the nearest bakery, which is actually easily found, as you can smell the freshly baked goods. As you walk up, hold on, let me grab it. As you walk up, there she is. you're met with a sign. And at first it strikes you as a little strange. Because it says kneading, like Kneading, potions. And you see that it has bakery / apothecary underneath the sign.
That's so
Well, they got some punny humor here. I like it. Coraline, come on.
And
Radiford, I think this is your place too.
Oh no,
This
I'm
is great.
coming along. Don't worry.
Talus and Cersei, are you guys following along?
Oh my god, needing potions is now my new favorite place in the entire
Make a secret of that. I'm just saying.
All right, Talus?
Tavern that's easy to find? Or is it like with an eyesight, meaning?
You could definitely find a tavern very easily.
I will go towards the tavern.
Okay.
And I'll meet up with you guys. 'Cause I'm gonna assume that they're gonna be there for a while.
Okay. All right, Cersei?
Oh, I'm following them to the neat.
Okay. Needing
That's a good
potions?
joke.
Okay, so, Talus, I will come back to you in just a moment once they enter the bakery. So, as you enter, you see a tabaxi standing behind the counter. She's reddish in color with yellow eyes as she is currently kneading some bread.
Does she have yellow eyes like I do? Or mine are more golden than yellow?
Mhm,
Oh,
no.
she's so pretty.
That's so cute.
I
As
love
she-
it.
She's got a bud.
Oh!
As she is kneading this bread, she looks up, smiles. Hello there. What can I get for you?
I am very excited to be here, and oh my gosh, your sign is amazing.
Thank you. I try. What is it that I can help you with?
Well, I was wondering, what is your town's most famous baked goods?
Oh, they're blueberry scones.
Please.
Absolutely. As she puts the dough that she's currently kneading off to the side, wipes her hands on her apron, and gets you 2 blueberry scones. She wraps them in a nice package, puts them on the counter. Yeah, that would be a piece of silver, please.
Fishes it out, puts it on, and like all of a sudden, like Raven is like literally as giddy, even more giddy than she was holding her book. Like she is ecstatic.
Absolutely. If I can help you with anything else, let me know. As she
I'm-
puts the coin away.
I'm gonna think about this because I just got real happy.
I'm gonna.
Coraline?
Coraline has been having like kind of her hand out for the second scone and realizing that they're both for you. She'll summon. Scourges will like kind of like appear on her neck, just like. And my little kitty cat friend will park on my shoulder. Hi.
Hello, dear. What can I get for you?
What race are you?
I'm a tabaxi. She giggles a little bit to herself. Like, this isn't a question she normally gets. Most people are aware of what she is. So she
Do you also like scratches like a cat, or do you like? What do you do with the fur? Does that like get in the food, or is that like?
Not at all. No. No, I am very careful
Red.
with that.
Red.
Was there something I could get you? A pastry, maybe?
Do you have noticing that you do? This is also an apothecary.
Yes.
I'll look over at the sign.
Yes.
Do you have any flower seeds?
I do not have any flower seeds myself. However, there is a flower salesman who sells seeds in town. I know that he has they have quite the variety, as she corrects herself. Pardon me. I'm trying to make sure that I get that correct. I believe their name is Finley. They're very nice.
Are they also in the market?
They are. They should just be, as she kind of points, should just be just down the street. They set up a stand.
Okay, cool. Bye, guys. Coraline goes.
Just okay, bye.
I like Coraline.
Go check on her.
chaperone.
I won't get that map back before dinner.
No.
She's gone.
All right, so yeah, Coraline just kind of yeets herself out of there as this tabaxi kind of looks at the rest of you. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Do you have any pastries that have any meat in them?
As a matter of fact, I do. As she kind of reaches off to one side of like this glassed over dome where she keeps the pastries in. Was there a particular flavor that you were looking for?
Rabbit, venison, if you have it.
Ah,
If not, basic.
I have an excellent rabbit biscuit. Hold on. As she reaches in to this dough, this display, and pulls out a biscuit that just smells heavenly to Rutherford.
A biscuit. You can call it a rub biscuit because that's great.
Biscuit. Oh my god.
We're not
Dirty
drooling.
biscuit.
No, not at all. We're not drooling.
No. This
No.
tabaxi puts it in some brown paper, ties it with a ribbon.
No.
Anything else?
How many of those do you have?
I think a half dozen at the moment.
I'll take it.
Absolutely. As she quickly fishes out the rest of them, puts them in a stack, and then some brown paper, ties it with a brown ribbon, puts it on the table. She's like, yes, that would be a copper and a silver, please.
Perfect. On the apothecary side of things, I have, and then I look, who else is in here with me?
Currently Cersei and Raven. Raven seems to be completely enamored with her blueberry scones.
Cersei ran after Coraline to make sure that
Okay,
she
so
wasn't on
currently it is you and Raven.
Cersei's chaperone. Though as soon as like Radiford clicks over into the apothecary, Raven does like start paying a little bit more attention.
Sure.
I have an interesting question for you. Is there any potion that you either may have or know someone that might, there are a couple things. If there is something, I am not well versed in the apothecary things. Anything with scrying or sending, the spell sending, or if you have a scroll for that, I'm not sure. Or anything that can keep a curse permanent. I know it's very weird. I understand if it's,
she kind of like, this piques her interest, like her ear kind of twitches a little. She's like, that's a very interesting set of questions. Can I ask what this is for?
That is just someone who does not have very much time, I believe. But the curse needs to be permanent. But I need to find them.
A permanent
So
curse? Are you sure?
Yes, it is their wish.
They must be a very interesting person to wish for a curse to be permanent upon them.
It is a very interesting situation. I'm more looking for something that can give me. I am not strong enough and not learned enough to know how to cast the spell sending. So if you have any availability, any way that you can do that, or know of someone, I would be much interested. And I put down a gold piece.
She pushes it back to you. I can't take your money. Absolutely not. Not for someone like this. I currently don't have anything in my possession. However, let me ask around. I might be able to find somebody who can help you.
That is what I have been told. But thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. How much for the rabbit scones?
Oh, just a silver and a copper.
I placed the gold down. Thank you very much for keeping an ear out.
Absolutely. I hope you're able to find what you're looking for. As she slides the gold piece.
And I grab them, put one in my mouth, and as I'm leaving, my tail is just wagging like.
Enjoy! And she looks
Thank
to
you.
Raven, who is still currently there. Is there anything else I can get for you?
One last question again on the apothecary side of things.
Absolutely.
The scone is like literally the second best thing I've ever had in my life.
Thank you. I got a blue ribbon at the last fair I took them to.
Do you have any interesting potions?
Interesting how?
Like, fireball in a jar, ice breath
That
in
is
a
the
jar.
most concerning sentence I have heard all day. fireball in a jar.
No,
just
Something that you'd blow up your apothecary with if you tried brewing. I'm not speaking from experience, but
Oh wait, that's right. Passiflora has entered the chat. Out of curiosity, in my leaving, did I hear this conversation, or am I not in the conversation at all?
You are not in the conversation. You had walked
Damn
out.
it!
why'd you have to say that right when I was drinking?
She kind of shrugs a little. She's like, I don't have fireball in a jar. However, that might be something for me to look into. That's not a bad plan.
Just add that to the list of things I need to draw.
I would like a fireball in a jar, please.
I'm doing it, yeah.
Thank you.
Be careful of brewing.
Are you looking for damage or just something fun?
Well, we ran into some interesting situations with some not so nice books lately that could fly.
You know you want to blow them up.
So something that could potentially take out a flying object. Or at least make it come down to my level.
Come see me tomorrow. I might have something for you then.
Okay.
She
I'm not
gets
gonna
like a
last
very
long. We're staying in
mischievous,
town, but
a very mischievous look crosses over her face as she's just like, now she has an idea of something.
Oh, I like her.
She's like,
okay. If we're still in town, I'll pop my nose back in. But thank you, and the
Please
scones
do.
are beautiful. I'd have to go find
of course,
Big Boy.
of course, it's been a pleasure.
And Raven just kind of skips out.
Yeah, and you do so. All right. So, Callus, you ran to our tavern here. Let me. Boop. All right. So as you're walking around, you are easily able to find a tavern. Let me pull it up here. I gotta pull up my. I have everybody on here, but I don't have. Okay, there she is. All right, perfect. Okay, so you are very easily able to find a sign with a tankard on it that just reads Iron Ale. And as you enter, it's kind of quiet. This is midday. There's a couple of people that are in there, like having their afternoon meals. And as you walk in, a tall, slender brunette elf is standing behind the counter, dressed in forest greens, as she's walking around helping the patrons, getting some of their famous spiced ale, and walking around, visiting with people. As you enter, she's like, take a seat wherever you'd like, and as she's setting down a tankard of ale for one of the other patrons.
Is there like a bar area?
There is.
I will go sit down.
Perfect. All right.
But before I sit down, do I see anything interesting in the patrons that are there, or?
There's nothing super interesting at the moment. Mostly elves. You're noticing, this must be, since the owner of it is an elf, they feel comfortable being here. So mostly elves as you look around. There's wood elves. There's a variety of elf, though. It's not just one. There is a decent variety. As she walks back up, she's like, what can I get ya?
I'd like to try some of your famous ale, please.
Oh, perfect. Absolutely. Yeah. She walks over. She tips the barrel, little spigot, gets you a pint as she sets it in front of you. There you go. One spice ale.
Thanks. I'd also like to ask some questions, but I don't want to interrupt you if you're...
You are just fine. I've taken care of everybody else. What can I do for you?
Great. I wanted to ask a few questions, but the most pressing one that I'm curious about, I've heard some rumors. Have you heard anything or seen any kind of trouble stirring in town?
Any kind of trouble? She kind of thinks. I mean, there's always the bandits, etc. But I haven't seen anything super pressing or strange lately. Is there something you're looking for in particular?
More bandits than usual?
Not more than usual, I don't think. She kind of thinks that. Not that I've seen or that I've come in here. I keep a pretty clean, shift here. She kind of gestures around the bar. Everybody looks like they're pretty upstanding. Nobody that looks
What's-
too sketchy.
What's the name of the tavern again?
Is the Iron Ale.
Yes, you do have a very nice tavern. I have to say, I'm impressed that there isn't more variety in your clientele.
Yeah, it's a. We're kind of upstanding. She kind of shrugs a little. Our rowdier crew comes in later in the evening. It's still early yet.
Gotcha. But the rowdier crews are usually more fun, right?
It depends if they break my tables or not.
Ooh.
As she shrugs a little bit. Mm.
Interesting. Is there any other fun facts about the town? And I'm visiting with some friends, and we're just here for the day. So
Fun facts.
anything interesting we should go look at?
Not that I can think of. I mean, we're a pretty small town. We have a small crime rate, a smaller amount of guards. It's kind of easy going here.
Very nice. It is a very quaint town.
Thank
We're
you.
enjoying it thus far. One last question, just out of curiosity, because it's a tavern. And
Of course. I get it all the time. What kind? Yes.
yeah, all of the gossip. What do you know about the Loyal Steel?
I haven't heard that name in quite some time. The only thing that I really know about is that statue that the librarian had made. I didn't know any of them personally. I moved to town much later than that. Like, I've only been here a couple of years, but
Okay, that's fine. If we're staying here, I don't know if we're staying in town, but if we do, I'll try to bring my crew with me, and we'll have dinner here.
yeah, absolutely. As long as you don't break any of my tables, you're always welcome.
I will make sure.
No problem.
Don't break my
There's a
tables.
cross in the back.
I'm not gonna break a table.
Don't break my tables.
Big bucks. Furniture's fine.
Oh no.
Tragic.
I don't know, man. 5 shots in, anything can happen.
Oh no.
Break out
Like
the
you
rum.
would know. You would know, Coraline.
She, at that moment, she's kind of called off to one of the other patrons and walks away. Is there anything else you'd like to do while you're sitting here drinking your spiced ale? No? Oh, did I lose?
I can't.
Try again.
Now?
Oh, there you are.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, not gonna say, I did say.
You're good.
I'll just,
Do that.
I'll just drink my ale, look around the room.
Okay.
Here I can see anything interesting, or see anyone interesting, or maybe someone that looks like they have a good amount of wealth.
Yeah. You can. Okay, roll me a perception check.
Uh-oh.
I love it. We have a rogue.
Just gonna pull up my notes real quick.
Well,
First roll of the night.
Oh yeah.
First roll of the night.
Okay.
First roll of the year.
First roll of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Alright.
Which is actually 21, backwards. So,
Oh my god.
That's
Makes
some
sense.
conspiracy theory stuff right there.
see what you see is the connection.
It all plays out.
Okay.
That's gonna be Coraline at our map tonight.
Oh no, that's my map. I want it back.
Okay.
She gave it to the group. I don't understand.
Alright, so what did you roll? Oh, you cut out again.
12?
12?
12.
12.
Two.
Okay. Yeah, you look around the room. One of them seems to be a little wealthier than the others. As you look around, like, there's just a couple elves. There's a brunette. There's a darker skinned one. There's a drow one sitting off in the corner. And then at another table sits a blonde.
Once I finish my ale, I'll pay her whatever it is that I owe her.
Just a
Is she
copper.
there? And I'll walk out as the wealthier person by any chance on.
The wealthier one is the blonde one who's sitting off at one of the tables.
Off? So she's not like near the entrance. at
No.
all. Fine, I'll just walk out then.
Okay. All right. Like, fine. Fine. If I can't see wrong, I'll just leave.
The moral dilemmas of a rogue.
I know, right? Okay. So you walk out.
Morals.
Morals. All
What
right.
are those?
Yeah, you walk out.
I feel like to play with them as they pass by.
Perfect. You walk out.
And I look for my group.
Cersei, where are you currently? You and Coraline were running off to. You were chasing after Coraline, I should say, correct?
Yeah, like Coraline just like started beeline towards the door. She's like, I guess.
I guess we just go then.
Supervisor.
Okay, so Coraline, as you kind of sprint out of needing potions, you sprint out, kind of follow her directions, which are very simple and easy, and eventually you can just smell the strong fragrance of so many flowers. It's almost as if you've entered a field of them as you round the corner of these buildings, and in front of you is just a stand filled with flowers of all different kinds. Behind the stand is an individual who is dressed in browns and grays and greens. Their hair is slicked back as they are carrying around a pot in one hand to put more flowers in and seeds, and roses in the other.
Ah! Oh my god, yes. Yes. I will ignore the person, really, and just kind of stare at all the flowers and kind of like start naming them in my mind of like what
Sure.
the names are.
Yeah,
and like
absolutely.
start, browsing.
Sure. Yeah. They're beautiful. They are in perfect bloom. Every single one of them has the strongest fragrance that they could possibly have as you are looking around. The individual that's standing behind the stall kind of watches you and smiles, just enjoying the fact that somebody else is enjoying these flowers.
Can I also just slowly, it doesn't have to be at the same time, but like
Yeah.
slowly make my way over there as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Talus, as you're coming out of the tavern, you see Rutherford munching on a biscuit, starting to make his way down the street a little bit. Raven, are you also following? Kind of
Yeah,
the same...
she'll
Okay.
she'll literally just be like very happy with her scone following Redifer.
Okay, so yeah, Talus, as you come out of the tavern, you see those two starting to make their way down. You do not yet see Coraline or Cersei.
I'll catch up with them. I'll smell what Radifor is eating.
Do I notice that she's like taking in the smell of my biscuits?
Roll me a perception check.
No, okay.
We'll see.
Is she like like up onto it, or is she like just sniffing the air?
I think she
13?
13. You notice a little bit. You notice that she kind of like pricks up a little bit, smells, but it doesn't seem to be like, you're not quite sure what she, like, if she's purposely trying to smell what you're eating or the blueberry scone that Raven has. You're not quite sure, but you do see her nose twitch just enough.
Do you want to risk it?
Yes.
I will say, I will just stare at it and I'll go.
Is that a yes or a no?
I think that's a yes.
Very eager.
And I'll dig into the bag with like one biscuit hanging out of my mouth, and I'll dig into the bag and be like,
Starting to eat all of them.
I'll dig into for like a nice fresh one, like it seems a good size, and be like, here you go. Continue eating.
When you bite into it, Talus, it is just perfect. It is cooked perfect. It is seasoned perfectly, and it tastes wonderful as you bite into it. As you guys are walking around munching on your pastries, the other two, Coraline, are you still naming all of the flowers that you see here?
Just yeah, I'll turn to them. Hi, just out of curiosity, do you sell seeds for these flowers?
I do. Is there a particular one that you're looking for? I have ones for all of these plants.
Well, I noticed that you're holding a beautiful rose right there in your hands. Do you have any rose flowers? Like seeds?
What color?
Orange?
Hold on. Thank you, the DM layer, for the rating us with a party of 52.
Hi!
Thank you, guys. Do love the DM layer. If you guys are not following the DM layer, go do so because they are wonderful over there. That, and they have like 5 cats. And it is my favorite thing to watch. So if you guys are not subscribed or not watching the DM layer, go do so because I watch them every time they're live. Anyways, as you
7 cats.
7 cats. Okay, I am incorrect. However, some of them are named after pastas, and that makes me happy. You're here for my dungeons and my dragons. You can have my dungeons. You can't have my dragons. Coraline, as you approach this individual and ask them if they have any seeds for the particular roses they're holding, they pluck one of the orange roses and hand it to you. Give me just a moment. I'll see if I've got any. How many are you looking for? Just a packet? As he starts digging around.
I would like a lot. I mean, I think I'd want like a big kind of basket, like 2 packets of just the regular rose seeds, and then I think I would just love a giant bag of any seeds that you have of any of these flowers, like mixed together. Please.
Okay. And
If you'd be so kind.
sure. Did you say red roses or
I think orange. Orange, please.
Orange. As they start, mixing together the one that you asked for, as they kind of gather up the other roses, he kind of looks behind you to Cersei. Was there anything you were needing as well, miss?
Oh, yeah. While you're looking around, do you have any nasturtium? I think that's how they're pronounced. Red ones?
Red ones.
Perhaps.
Let me take a look for you. As they walk away for a second and start looking through. Cersei, I want you to make me a history check.
History.
Coraline's just having her chin just like on like the counter, just like, hey. She's gonna try to charm the crap out of him, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay.
I got +0 on history, but luckily I rolled a 19.
You rolled a
so
19.
Hey!
Okay.
I was hoping to get above a 20, but I'm like, oh right,
Okay.
I've got no intelligence.
All right, so Cersei, as you are standing there and this individual is looking around for seats for you, everything kind of fades a little in your mind. It gets a little quiet around you as you start recalling a very similar place to this, but you don't quite recognize it. This isn't something you remember seeing on the ships. It seems to be a much, much older memory. As you are looking around, you can hear what you presume is an old marketplace, and someone just off to one side calling for you. Everything seems a lot shorter as you look around. You almost seem to be looking up at the adult that's behind the counter. And then in an instant you are back, standing there with Coraline. And you don't quite recall what the city was or where you were, just that you seem to be a child. As you kind of focus back in, as the person behind the counter turns around, here you go, here are your seeds, and kind of
Thank
pulls
you.
you back out of that trance.
How much would this be?
Oh, just give me a silver, we'll call it good.
Okay.
And
She'll
the
go
bag
put a
with
silver down.
all of the mix in it, they've clearly labeled mixed seeds, and the other one is just the normal seeds.
How big is the bag? Because I want like a big
Yeah,
bag.
like they got you a decent size of the mixed ones and the same size of the roses, so you've got some wonderful sized bags here. Yeah, that's a good size.
just a lot to them, please. Alright. Thank you so much. Did you grow these in your own garden?
I did. It's kind of my talent. It's my hobby. Is I do seeds.
I'll pick up a seed and I'll druid craft a flower for the rose you gave me, and I'll give him another orange rose, but with black thorns.
Roll
and
me a
leaves
charisma
with
check.
it. I'm just charming. I was trying to get a deal with the silver.
No, roll me a charisma check.
Woo!
Yeah.
Got a 20.
You got a 20? Okay.
I got 20.
20?
Wait.
on the yellow?
Wait. I have a on my yellow dice.
Nice.
Not the one you got from Dollar Tree.
27.
27?
Oh
my God.
Check or Chris's baby said 24.
24? Is that still? Okay. All right. So yeah, as you take it, you kind of.
Thank you.
Yeah, you kind of. Thank you. And you see just a blush spread across their cheeks. Yep. And they take it and tuck it behind their ear, as they're like, oh. Like really awkward and shy. All of that, natural born charisma they have to be a salesman is now gone as this blush just continues slowly spreading down his face and through it down to their neck.
Custom putting it. Okay. So she'll take the rose that he gave her and she'll put it in her little hat, in the brim. I can't really put it behind my ear, but thank you. And I'll start like walking away.
The blush still there as he turns to Cersei and hands her the bag. Coffer.
You broke them.
Completely stuttering, a mess at this point.
Oh.
I just like playing a high charisma. Never really do that.
Instead, you've broken this poor individual.
Be still, my beating heart.
Yeah, you guys have come around just as she handed the flower to them, and so you guys slowly just saw this red blush spread down their chest and onto their necks. As he hands the bag of seeds to Cersei, Copper.
Sure. She's quite nice, ain't she?
She.
Very sweet.
Huh?
While this is happening, can I stealth into a crowd and leave? Like once I get into the crowd, can I disguise self and turn into a nondescript human person?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to use one of your disguised selves.
I have my hat.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay.
So he takes the copper from Cersei. Cersei, you now have quite a large bag of these seeds as well.
I roll a stealth check. Can I do it at advantage because I am doing disguise self and I am actually becoming somebody different?
Go ahead.
Yeah!
Yes, Cersei.
System.
That was so shit.
What was that, Cersei?
She was actually asking for a live Master TM, not seeds.
They know this, but they're very scatterbrained. Oh, I am so sorry, and takes it back and then gives you the correct thing.
Thank you. Very clean.
And still blushing, they quickly turn to focus their attention on some of the other plants that they have off to the side.
Have a good day, Finley.
Okay, what did you roll?
A 9.
Okay.
Total.
What were you wanting to do?
I wanted to kind of slip away from the group for about 30 minutes, but I don't think that's gonna happen anymore.
No. As they come around the corner and they see this very awkward exchange with this individual who is now blushing profusely, steadily going back to a normal shade, as they hand the stuff to Cersei. As you kind of disguise self again, they're walking up just as you do it, and they're like,
I think I broke the guy. Sorry, I was just.
What did you do?
Embarrassed.
Child!
Oh my goodness.
You are out of earshot. They are too busy paying attention on everything else, so if you were to have a conversation about what just happened, they would not hear you.
I was just very nice. They were a very nice person. Yes. But I think he changed shade. Does most people change shade?
Like red in the face?
That's called embarrassment.
I've known what embarrassment is, but that was intense.
Like, they
That was a
really
beyond
red?
normal.
I don't know what you were trying to do, but good job, because that looks very nice.
Raven
Not-
puts her hand on like Coraline's shoulder and she's like, I really like you.
Well,
Oh man.
thank you, Raven. I'd like you too. Oh, Talus, you're back. How are you doing? What did you do?
I
Did you drink some more?
No.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it? Because if you are, I will ask you to roll deception.
I roll insight against this?
Yes.
Okay. That's not right. I rolled another natural 20 on my yellow die. I have weighted this one. It is totally... No, we're gonna
I
reroll
know.
that.
Okay, go ahead. If you'd like to reroll it, go ahead. Talus, what did you roll on your deception?
15.
15?
On my reroll, 9.
9. Okay. So for a second, you think you can smell alcohol, and then you're like, nah, we're in a crowd of people. That must have been somebody else. As Talus is like, no. No.
Obviously
I would,
not.
Not me. Me drink. So yeah, currently we're standing in the middle of the market. Is there anywhere else that you'd like to go?
I will give the map back to Ratifer.
Okay.
And I will tell them, alright, you guys, I have some main business to take care of in this town, so here's the map. I'll find you guys in about 30 minutes.
How about we meet back at the... Where were you? The
Library?
tavern? Library?
Library. Let's meet up at the
Let's
library.
meet back at the library. Okay. Sounds safe. Be safe, please, little one.
Don't do anything Redifer wouldn't do.
Don't say that.
I like that. I will turn back to Raven and be all like, correct. And I will continue to walk off into the thing.
I go
Still
down. I lean down a bit to get to Raven and be like, "Don't say that. You don't know the things that I have done."
Yeah, but that makes it way more entertaining.
Oh
I-
no.
I love Redifer's appearance, like,
I go walk,
like,
I go walk up to the flowers. I go walk up towards the flower person.
So you walk up to Finley, who is standing there, normal color now. Yes, what can I do for you?
Charming, that little one, isn't she?
Yeah. Did you need some flowers?
Yes. There is a flower that is absolutely my favorite. It is very hard to find in markets. Do you have white irises at all?
Ooh.
Shut up.
see you, kid. I know you're I see you. I know.
A interesting choice. I don't think I've heard of any gentleman such as yourself having an interest in that kind of flower. Is it for someone special? As he's looking through his collections of seeds.
It is just nostalgic for me.
Mm. A past lover, perhaps, as he's just trying to make conversation.
Something like that. But it's her favorite flower. But I miss her.
Well, she must mean quite a bit to you if you're buying flowers for nostalgia effect. And pulls out a single seed. Did you want this as a seed or a flower?
You know, I'll take both.
Not a problem. And pulls out another seed. Did you want just the one, or did you want a few?
Well, since they're bulbs, they're a little annoying. to
Yeah.
carry. I'll just take a single bulb, but a couple flowers would be nice.
He pulls out a single bulb, wraps it in some cloth, ties it, puts it on the counter, and then in his hand, or in their hand, it just kind of starts sprouting. And
Are you a druid?
oh, yes, that's why I managed to do this as a living.
Of course. I've met a few druids in my time. They're wonderful, amazing.
Oh.
I'm always so respectful of their craft, and it's wonderful things that you can do.
Well, thank you very much. As they gather a bouquet, tie it with a blue ribbon, with a small bow and hand it to you. Just a copper is good.
Am I there? Like,
Hmm?
can I hear all
Oh,
of
yeah.
this?
I hand them. How much? Wait, how much copper did they say?
Just a piece.
I hand him 3.
Well, thank you very much. As he, they kind of take it, put it away with the other coin.
3. There we go. D&D Beyond.
He kind of looks to the people that are still standing there. Is there any other things I can do for you?
Unless you got a fireball in a jar, I'll
What?
pass.
Apologies,
sorry,
I
what did
don't
you say?
happen to have that.
I have a question. Do you know of any shops with? Oh, can you guys hear me?
Oh.
Okay. Do you have any shops around town with curious items?
Curious items. What kind of curious items are you looking for?
I don't know. Maybe something magical,
Hmm.
something interesting, something new, something valuable.
I mean, I have an alchemist, but I'm not sure about a shop which has curios of an interesting sort. However, and they kind of look around, I have heard of a small shop kind of out in the middle of nowhere, outside of Kiven, called Quest. If you ever come across that, I hear that they have some very strange and curious items there.
I'm here to hear this, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Like, quest on the map quest?
Are Rad and I like out of conversation with them?
Yeah, if you are done, and you've asked your questions, kind of said goodbye to him, to them as they go back to whatever they were doing. Flower's still in hair.
Oh,
Yes.
So cute.
Rad, who was this special person to you?
It's just someone very, just a lover. But they're, these flowers just remind me of them.
That's sweet.
Does that have to do anything with what you said in the apothecary?
Why? Does it sound similar?
Well, you're really going in on this like special person thing, or you have 2 special people.
Well, are they not very, like many special people in everyone's lives? I would say. I've been around for a very long time. There's a lot of things that I am looking for.
I've just had special books.
That too. That too. Although I only just recently got into books.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
And he counts on his paws. 40 years, I'd say.
Recently.
Yeah, that's recently.
You've got it into books longer than I've been alive, buddy.
Listen. Us Wolfkind, we live up to be about 500 years old. I am old, but I am not that old. I am old in comparison to you. All of you are very young to me.
Raven just starts looking at him curiously and then goes, okay, how old are you then?
Rad leans down very closely and just stares into Raven's eyes. How old do you think I am? Yes.
Well, you're younger than 5, because that's what you said, and you're definitely older than like 40 something, so like 200 and something.
Is this a game? Can I play?
Get in on it.
If you
God, I wish Coraline was here.
Real quick, is Coraline the only one who walked away? Cersei, are you still standing there as well?
Oh yeah, I'm with. Yeah, Cersei's walking along beside them, and she has her nasturtium, and she's using different knots that she learned from the ship to be weaving them into.
Yeah, roll me a performance check. We'll see how well you're
See
doing.
how
with
well
knots.
this wreath works.
Okay, and then you guys may continue your conversation as well.
Do we want to bet some money on who gets closest?
How about we bet in drinks? Because I'm still not over the fact that you think ale is the best drink.
That buddy I can get behind.
I know you can. Mead is the liquor of the gods. You still need to have that. I'm sorry.
What did Raven say? 200 and something?
I'll go like 230, and I'll throw a mead, if Ratifor.
I will drink a mead.
It will change your life. You and your ale and. Ugh.
Okay.
Yes.
We need to get you. Okay, I will buy you a mead anyway.
Cersei, what did you roll?
I got a 16.
16? Okay, yeah, you're recalling these knots very well as you're just kind of absent-mindedly standing there, walking along, just tying, just listening to the conversation, the ongoing bets now. Tell us, are you guys walking to the tavern that you were just at?
I think we're gonna walk back.
Library? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I just wanted to
chat
make
with
sure.
Mia and see if, and then it
Okay.
sounds like we're going to the tavern.
All right, since,
Oh, yeah.
as you guys are
Probably
walking along,
after.
having these conversations and these bets, we will transition over to Coraline, who is dipped out on the party. Coraline, what are you looking for, ma'am?
I just want to find like kind of an open area or like a nice place that is somewhere people might come visit, or it could be very secluded.
So not something out in the open, like not super public, but like not
Like somewhere near the market, but not super open. Yes.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah, you are very easily able to find. You are very easily able to find kind of a garden off to one side. It looks like this is almost like a public park. Currently, there's no one there.
Okay.
There's a
Coraline?
fountain. Yeah, there's a fountain in the middle. A couple of small beds of flowers, benches that are sitting around. It's very peaceful and quiet at the moment.
Coraline will put out her book.
Okay.
Then she'll take out her seed.
Okay.
Her little rose seeds. She
Uh-huh.
will put 3 down. No, she'll put 7 down.
Okay.
And she will start to form like a little rose bush with druidcraft of black stemmed, black thorned, and black leaved roses with really bright, vibrant orange
Mm-hmm.
and like kind of like goldish yellow in the centers of them.
Yeah. With your druidcraft, is it just automatic or
It's an instantaneous thing, I'm pretty sure.
just for those who are not familiar?
Let me pull up my little specs on that and I will tell you.
Perfect. Absolutely.
At will, instantaneous. But I could spend a couple of minutes doing this because I can kind
Yeah,
of like,
absolutely.
make a flower blossom.
Yeah,
I'll
you
just, like,
absolutely
continue
have
to work on it.
time. It is quiet. No one is coming around to mess with you. So you're just kind of hanging out.
Okay.
Just enjoying
Once
your
that's
time.
grown, I will pluck one of the flowers and I will press it into my book.
Okay.
And write a little message beside it and close it.
Okay.
And then I'll just hang out in the garden and watch people
Yeah, I see people watch. There's
until I have to go back.
roll me a perception check, please.
Okay, that's terrifying.
It's fine.
Ivy, I sent you a DM question.
Perfect. Let me look. Thank you.
17?
Yeah, we're gonna take a break in just a second. 17. Okay. Yeah, as you look around, it's peaceful. You're kind of sitting back, just people watching, enjoying it. When out of the corner of your eye, you see some very familiar blonde hair. You currently
Like-
are disguised self.
Yes.
They don't seem to pay you any mind, and just keep walking.
Oh.
Wait. Okay.
And it is there we're gonna take our first break. So, so we'll be out for 10 minutes, and then we'll be back. We'll be back in 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes, I promise. And we are back. Hello.
And then I
Alright.
said fireball, and it was great.
And then I said fire. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball. All right, so we're going to start off with our second half of the evening for our session, starting with Coraline. Because Coraline, right before the break, you had just caught out of the corner of your eye the back of a very tall, slender blonde. He's just strolling, doesn't notice you, doesn't even look over, as he just kind of keeps walking. Is there anything you'd like to do?
If I like inspect or look at him, how does he look? Does he look like healthy? Does he
Yeah.
look good? Does
Yeah.
he look
He looks just fine.
Does he look drunk?
Not at all.
Cool. How far away is he from me?
Probably 30 feet. Getting farther
Oh.
as he kind of just strolls along.
Okay.
His hands are in his pockets.
I'm going to. Coraline's just kind of in like a shocked daze, kind of just put her hand into her pocket and like clutch a necklace that she's been holding on to.
Okay.
And just gonna kind of get up and follow behind at like a regular pace.
Oh.
Just like a little
alright.
stroll.
Okay.
She was just a regular common girl.
Yeah,
you know.
currently, because you used your disguise self, you've currently got brown hair. You look human. You no longer have those pointy ears. You're not a redhead. Brunette. Brown, hazelish eyes. You've turned your clothes...
Instead of a giant top hat, it's more of like a actual like
Yeah.
tiny hat.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
normal hat.
Mm-hmm.
Just a gray tunic, black pants, black boots. It's just, very, very basic of what you expect to see in Asmar. As you are walking behind him, he doesn't seem to be in any particular hurry. He doesn't seem to be really worried. He's just walking.
I'm going to just kind of stop and park myself kind of near like a building and just skim through my book and watch. Does he go into any place like a tavern? Like, is he any indication of he's staying here or?
Nope, he seems to be walking in the direction just kind of away from the tavern. Seems he very clearly knows where he's going. Like, this is not the first time that he's been here, but he doesn't seem to be staying anywhere. He just seems to be walking. He seems walking very purposely. Kind of.
I'm gonna just hang out then for a couple of minutes and see where he goes.
Okay. So yeah, you see him walk down the street. Off to one side, you kind of see like an arrow that says stables. You see him walking in the direction of that.
Okay, I will. Is that near the market or?
It is off to one side of the market. It is not attached. Like there's streets attaching them, but it is not that close.
Okay.
He is
there a way
walking
that
the opposite way from the hustle and bustle of the market and the tavern.
Okay. Is there a way that I can still kind of hang out and
Yeah.
see what he's doing?
Are you just
Okay.
kind of following along? Are you trying to be stealthy about it?
I'm trying to be stealthy about it. If it was near the market, I was gonna like try to hang out with
Okay.
people and like blend in.
Sure. Yeah. Roll me a stealth check.
Yeah, that went so great last time.
Roll me a stealth check. You, at the moment, are using your disguise self, so you don't look like anybody that he would recognize. However, he might find this a little strange if you're following him.
God, what is basic math?
That's a mood.
13.
Welcome to D&D. We don't do basic math here.
D&D.
Oh, we
8
do
plus 5
that?
is 13, right? 8 plus 5?
Yeah, that's 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, you're quiet as you kind of keep your distance, walk behind this tall individual. He seems to be headed towards the stable.
I'm going to actually sit down
Mhm.
and I'm going to summon Scritches
Okay.
and I'm going to bamf my cat out.
Okay.
In a spot where he wouldn't see and then have my cat follow as I am just kind of staring at my book and then I'm just going to and go telekinetic connection to my kitty.
Sure. Yeah. You summon Scritches as he walks and follows along. Through Scritch's eyes, when you switch your vision, you see this blonde, tall, well-dressed elf approaching a horse, a stallion that you've seen many times before and know as his mount. As he walks up, you kind of runs a hand down it, and you don't see him say anything as he mounts because there's no one else around, so he would be talking to himself, and starts leaving town. Scritches kind of sits there in the stable out of sight and watches, as this individual leaves town. He is
What
headed,
direction?
He is
Okay.
He is headed the opposite of Kivin, so he is headed out of town. He
Cool.
is not headed toward Kivin.
Cool beans! I will remove myself from Scritches.
Okay.
And head to the library.
You remove
Don't
Scritches?
suspicious. Don't
Be suspicious.
Yeah, you remove Scritches. You don't see this individual. He is headed out of town and does not seem to be altering course as you walk to the library. Eventually, around the 30-minute mark that you said that you would be gone, you come across the rest of your party, which are currently making a bet about Relaford's age.
So, 230.
All right.
One thing you guys do notice is Coraline's kind of quiet. She's not the most talkative at the moment.
You want in on this? We're guessing Rad's age.
I'll give Rad a 1 up and down.
I snarl at her a bit, like playfully.
$180. And I'll continue to read.
Cersei?
Uh, 200 even. Why not?
Okay.
All of you are wrong. You think me for that old? Goodness gracious.
You said
I'm
you
a-
rolled.
It's because you're uptight.
Who was
I'm-
closest?
Let me see. We got 230. Someone said 150, 180.
That.
Whoever said 150 is the closest. I'm 109.
Yes. 109. Wow.
So all of you owe me drinks anyways because all of you are wrong. But Talus is okay.
Well, I guess we're.
They were the closest.
I never said that I was betting anything. I just said I was making a guess.
I'll buy for you, honey.
All right,
Fine.
you two, pointing to Raven and Talus. You two owe me a drink. But yes, I am 109, which is
Yeah, well-
is still young for a wolf kind, but
You're
So
still
much.
young and vibrant.
yes.
So you said
But
they
I-
can live up to like 500?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
But I have done quite a lot of things in that 109 years.
I can imagine.
We matured about the same age as human folk do. So about 30 or so is mature, and then after that it's just whatever life gives you. If the
As-
gods and
Rad is saying this, you do notice that all of a sudden Raven has like a little notebook out with a quill and she's like writing this all down.
So many researchers.
I poke in her book and be like, make sure that it's a 9. 109. I bet you it's not.
And she turns the book and goes, 109! And like it's underlined and like double bolted
I
now.
still have a couple moons to go until I'm 100 in a decade. So much time has passed since then.
I know someone that'll be very interested in that.
So we were talking mead.
Yeah, but let's chat to Mia first and see if she's heard
Absolutely.
anything.
Yeah.
That's very true. Thank you.
Yeah, so you guys are having this conversation. Coraline, how's your demeanor?
Well, I was just about to be all like, she's gonna flick her hat and transform into the white-haired, golden-eyed person Mia seen earlier, and kind of with that transformation, it's back to Coraline, back to who you know her as.
Okay. So with
Let's get back to research.
yeah, with that flick of a hat, that quiet, awkward, almost upset demeanor that she walked up to the rest of the party with, gone with a flick of a hat is that bubbly personality is once again sparked as you walk up the steps of the library and enter in, where Mia is currently sitting behind her desk, the front desk there. No more mimics. You don't see anything else that she's stabbed or taken care of. It's peaceful and quiet once again.
Did you come up with any research?
Oh, welcome back. It's good to see you guys too. Well, none of the other libraries are currently having any problems. I talked to Yadi. I did berate that man for not giving you a map as he should have. As a guardian of a library, he should have done that. But none of the other libraries seem to be having any problems. It just seems to be the ones within distance of here and Kibben.
Interesting. Getting through the math. Which I
Wait, so
gave
there's
to Radifer.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
I'll pull the map out. So there's another place that is having problems. Is that what?
Nope,
I
just Asmar and Kibben. There's nothing else within any radius. No other libraries,
there-
nothing.
Were there any that didn't respond?
Nope, everyone that responded, everything says they're fine. They've had no other issues. I had them do a double check on all of their shield orbs. No one else is having any problems.
Anyone figure out? Well, no, if there wasn't, that didn't happen, and they wouldn't know that. Do you know anything about like a weird shadow or that dark magic that hit both Rattlefur and Coraline?
Well, the magic wasn't seen. We cast, if
Mhm.
I'm correct. in
I thought when it
thinking.
happened to you, it was a giant like cloud.
It took
Well,
over
I-
her vision. It took
I-
over Rat's
I-
vision.
I cast detect magic,
Mhm.
and it just overpowered everything that they saw.
Did you
It
know
wasn't
what kind of
something-
magic it is, or what could have caused that?
If I remember correctly, I couldn't tell what kind of magic it was.
Correct.
It was stuck in Was it the orb or was it in the?
It was literally in
Shield.
the aura of.
No, but for when I did it, I
Oh.
had detected magic. I think on the orb.
Mm-hmm. It was in
And
the
it was
orb
still
for a
in the
second.
orb.
It was still in the orb, and when you
Okay.
reached out, touched it, you took that damage, and then the magic entirely dissipated from that
Got
shield.
lucky.
Mm-hmm.
You got critted on.
Yeah.
Out of it just
Yeah,
touching
and
it.
I'm lucky. I'm tanky, so I can handle it.
But she kind of shrugged. She's like,
And health potions. Oh shoot! I should have gotten another health potion.
but yeah, she kind of shrugged. She's like, no one else is having issues. Everyone else responded. There seems to be nothing else strange. At least at the moment that they reported, we're the only two in that radius apparently that whatever it was messed with. All I can deduce is that it was some kind of magic, but I couldn't tell you what kind. I didn't see it myself. Must be
What?
very erratic if they had such strange, varied results like, with both libraries.
Is there a way, like, I'm not sure if we're going to be staying here overnight or going back. What time of day is it right now currently?
It's like,
Midday.
yeah, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3:30.
How long
I-
was the journey when we originally came?
Half a day.
We'll
We
probably
can still make it back. I'd much rather get my cold and get out of here.
Ah, weird.
That's what we were promised, and that's what you promised me.
I'm not making any promises. We still have a bet to do, but I'm not saying. Coraline,
Mia.
we'll
Yes.
we'll
We can always
discuss.
get drinks back in Asmar.
Mia kind of
Kibben.
looks. She's like, yes.
You said that you don't know anything about, but is there someone we could potentially go talk to that would know? Like, I heard like Quest had some interesting curiosities.
Quest. Yeah, that's a very interesting shop. She kind of like giggles to herself, like she's like, you'll love it there. As for in town, we have an alchemist. I have not yet asked him. I haven't seen him for a while. He's normally held up in that shop, that lab of his. But maybe ask him. He might be a
His
little more
name?
in tune. Well, let's see. It's Irden. That's correct. Irden, as she notices that you all are note takers.
Yes,
Yes.
she notices, not the
Is
DM.
there- Is there a way that you can message us or something if you do hear of anything else happening if we are to leave tonight?
Are you
Uh,
going back to Asmar?
thought
Or
We're in
I mean, are you
Asmar.
going back to Kivin? Sorry.
I believe so. We might be going
If
back there.
you're going back to
I-
Kivin, I will send a message to Yadi and I'll have him tell you then. Um,
If in the case that we are not going back to Kivin and say
I will send a messenger.
messenger, okay. Then in that case we'll let Yadi know if we go anywhere in case the west wind takes us somewhere.
Of course. Thank you for coming and checking on the library as she gestures. It's my pride and joy, and I very much appreciate it. Yes?
I forgot. I was still holding the long history of dwarves and being like, I forgot to properly check this out. How may I do that?
You can have it. I think I've got another copy in the back. Those dwarves very much enjoy telling their history.
I noticed in the last tavern I was in as she tucks it way back in her bag. Thank you. It's a very kind gift of yours.
Absolutely. So yeah, you may add the long history of dwarves into your inventory.
Love it.
Is there anything else I can do for any of you? She kind of looks around.
Oh,
Talus, you took the orb, right?
Oh,
Cool.
You can keep that.
I-
I'll get another one.
I no, meaning I'm saying yes.
Oh, okay.
Are you asking Talus if she took
That
it?
I am in English. I am asking you out of character.
I am in English.
Yeah, 'cause
I am in an American accent.
I didn't think anyone saw her take it.
No,
Yeah, I did not inform my party of it.
no.
Raven will
I was like-
pop her hand up and be like, I have one last vague question
Yes,
for
go
you.
right ahead.
Slightly weird question. You may not have ever heard of them, but have you ever heard of someone named Helder? Elf researcher.
Are we all in presence of this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just gonna straight
Yes. Okay, cool.
are. Yes, you're like, yes, backstory stuff.
I know. I was like, yeah.
It's not me this time.
How dear, elf? Hmm.
would have been a few years ago potentially.
How many years ago?
Like 15-ish? 10, 15?
Can you tell me maybe what I would know them for? Anything recognizable that I might be able to look up, research?
He was a researcher. I don't know what he was researching. I've lost contact with him, and I really would like to get back in contact. And all I know is he traveled to many libraries, so every library I go to, I ask.
You said he was an elf.
Yes.
Really quick.
What was his last name?
Are you asking in a character or out of character?
What was his last name?
Raven just kind of looks down and goes, Norse wind?
What were you going to ask them? Were you asking in character or out?
This is out of character.
Sure, go right ahead.
In my 40 years of library hopping, would I have possibly run into this person?
Roll me a history check.
Bullshit! Okay.
Along the same lines, have I ever heard of the elven house name Norsewind?
That's cocked. Okay.
No, you wouldn't have.
Okay.
And history and plus math.
Do you describe what he's looks like at all, Raven?
16.
No, I haven't described anything of what he looks like at this point.
Okay.
I said elf.
Hold on then. Mia kind of shrugs. It's like, oh, could you tell me a little bit about him? Maybe what he looked like. I could try. Like I said, I haven't worked in this library long, but maybe I can find some notes, something.
Slightly on the taller side. He was a very... Okay, the best way to describe him would be bookish. I've never not seen him with his nose in a book.
Okay. Do you know what he looked like?
Fair-skinned, brown hair.
Let me think about it.
He would also he literally smelled like a library.
Yes, he did. Did you say you rolled a 16?
Yeah.
Hold on just a second. I need to look at notes real quick. Do, 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 do.
Coraline will be
Like, when you're
poking her
breaking
head
it
towards the back and see if there's the orb, and will realize that it's not there, and will instead, I don't know. Oh, she'll check on the Scritches. Scritches is coming back.
Yeah,
She'll
Scritches
like
has
walk
come back.
in and like we'll weave through Talus's legs a little bit.
I act cool, but inside I'm like, I've been chosen.
Chosen.
I'll pop up my arms and the cat will come and jump into my arms and I'll start scratching and I'll look over at Talus. Are you looking sad? Do you
Like,
do you want to
hide it, but I'm like, my lips are puckered, and I'm just.
Okay.
do you want to hold him?
Oh,
Here you go.
All right. So as this is
Sorry,
happening,
RP.
no, you're fine. So as this adorable moment is happening, you Rat, you kind of shrug for a second. You think maybe you've heard that last name before, but you can't quite recall where. The last name sounds familiar to you.
Okay.
Okay. Let me
But
Do we
nothing-
know?
but no-
let me do
wait,
some
but
research.
what's it?
Maybe he's written or left some marks here. I can try to find anything. 15 years.
If
is
we
a long
stay
while.
the night, like could I come back tomorrow and
Of course, it's a library. You're more than welcome anytime. Yes, Coraline.
I have a question.
A character?
Question.
Uh-huh.
Do we know that Raven's last name is Norseman? Did she introduce herself as that, or did
She did not.
Okay. Raven.
No.
Cool.
Yeah. Let me do some research. I'll see if I can find any papers or anything on him.
thank you. Like, or if you do hear, like, I'd really like to get back in contact with him.
I'm sure.
Thank you.
And
But
is there...
nothing more on memory for me, correct?
Nope. Anything else that I can do for you? Any other people that I might be able to look for or keep an eye out?
Coraline is going to take out a little rose seed and make an orange rose with
Okay.
the black thorns and stuff. And for your hospitality and helping us around the library, thank you so much. And give her the orange rose.
Oh, thank you. This is beautiful. As she takes it and presses it into a book, closes it. Is there
Coraline's
anything
secretly a
else?
bard. I'm just saying.
Is there anything
you
else?
thought
that...
I was a warlock.
Ha! You thought. Is
Oh.
there anything else I can do for any of you? Kind of looks to Talos, who's kind of standing there. Anything I can do for you? You haven't really asked me. Is there something I can help you with? Who's currently loving on the cat.
my brain is not. Did I already ask about scrying sending her message
Yes.
at all?
Yes.
Mhm.
To her?
You
Dang
did
it.
correct.
Okay, never mind.
I gave up on asking these kinds of questions a long time ago because it doesn't usually give me any results, and I've just learned to give up on it. But
Oh.
have you heard of a man called Arthur who had to do something?
Do something?
Like pull a sword from a stone?
Some big mission?
I'm just curious.
how long ago?
I would say probably over 20 years ago.
20. Does he have a last name?
If he does, I don't know what it is.
Big
Oh,
He's a
mission.
very handsome man. Or he was.
What kind of mission?
I don't know.
20. You don't. Very handsome. Do you know what they look like?
Yeah, he was quite tall, had green eyes, and kind of curly, blondish, reddish hair.
He sounds very handsome. Would you mind me asking who he was to you?
Someone very close to me.
Sure. She's as you guys have been telling her these descriptions and describing who you're looking for, she's taken down notes. That way she's kind of made a reference for herself of who to look for or what to look for.
We're all looking for people.
He was married to
Oh, that helps.
to a woman named Aya.
Okay. Kind of making notes.
Also looking for her.
Oh, okay. That takes a line and then writes looking like that note as well. Sure.
Whatever was afraid of losing Coraline, we're all lost somebody. Shoot.
Don't
You don't know. I could be looking for somebody too. You have no idea.
Oh God.
That's why someone is looking for you.
Okay. Do you know?
Bullshit.
Can you give me a description of what she looked like? Oh, okay. Just makes a note. Like, okay. Anybody else that I can add to this list to keep an eye out for, or papers, or anything? She looks like she genuinely seems like she's trying to help. Like she knows how ridiculous this must seem. However, she actually is genuinely trying to help.
Don't feel like you have to
Oh,
look for.
I'm a librarian. It's my job to take notes of anything and help however I can. She kind of flips the page. Anybody else that I can look for items or people or things that might help?
Actually, now that I think about it, do you have any other books that aren't, and I'll list like 4 book titles about lycanthropy that aren't these books, but more on the subject?
Lycanthropy. She gestures down to one of the shelves. Curses and hexes are that one. You might want to look through those and see if you can find anything.
Okay. I'm going to go look. Let me know if you're going to the tavern. I still want my drink bets from all of you. If you're staying the night, maybe we should discuss that now, or not.
Mia, how long are you open for tonight?
I mean, I was anticipating being open for. She kind of looks at the time and sees it's almost 4 o'clock. At least 3 or 4 more hours. I have some work to finish up. You know, those mimics and all distract me quite a bit. Why do you ask? Is there something I can help you with, or find for you to come back for, or?
Oh, I was just curious, and I was going to go look over in your arcane section if you had any.
Oh, yes. Go right ahead as she points to another section.
I'll whisper to the rest of the group. I'm not much of a drinker. No.
We'll work on that.
No, we won't. Not
Yes, we will.
No.
I am willing to take you up on that, Raven.
No. That does not happen. You're far
I
too
don't
young.
understand. Who do you think you are? Tell me what to do. Raven will have a drink.
You're such a young one. Why would you need to drink right now? You have enough impulse.
Right now? 3 to 4 hours from now. She wants to read some books.
Oh
Grab
my
her after the studies.
By the gods.
Are we staying the night here in Aspen?
I feel like we should. I feel like it would be risking it to go in the night trying to travel back to Gibbon.
I would prefer if we stayed the night, because there's someone I'd like to chat to in the morning.
Was it the baker?
Hey!
You know, you're not wrong. And I look in my bag. There's only 3 left. These will not last the night. I think I agree with you. I might need to go back.
I think so.
We're
So
going
shall
to
we
make
some
fast days looking at all of these bakeries.
Cersei, tell us, shall we go find a place to stay the night, and then Coraline and Rediford can meet us at the tavern, the inn, which might be where we need to stay?
Is everyone in agreement?
I'd much rather not travel at night.
Yes. Okay.
Cersei, you're the only one who has not weighed in.
We'll find an inn. We can go.
Cersei?
Or said I.
Okay.
Alright.
Before you leave, did Cersei have anything to ask Mia?
Yeah, just real quick. Did what was his name? Kelferus? Did he have a particular flower that he seemed to prefer?
She kind of gets a smile. No. He enjoyed all of them.
Okay. I think I made a good choice. Thank you very much. For now, that we do.
Before they leave for the tavern/inn, I'm
Mhm.
gonna pass. How much would I guess a single room would be? Like a couple silver or something?
For the inn?
Yeah.
For all 5 of you, if you're all staying there, it would probably be 2 gold. You could just
But
spend
like
however you want.
for an individual room, I
For
don't
an
know if people
individual
are
room?
sharing, but for one individual room,
Silver.
a silver.
Mhm.
Okay. I pass a silver over to Raven. Be like, I need my own room, so here is to cover my fee.
Noticing that Radiford did that,
Oh.
I will do that as well. Yeah, like
You went
I would
super
also like to
robot.
stay alone.
Corey,
Me?
you went super robot.
I would also like a room by
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
Thank
Alright. So Coraline also would like her own room. Alright.
Raven will turn to Cersei and Talis going, are you gonna stay at the library or are you gonna come and help sort out rooms?
Well, I have a thing or two to do in the market area anyway, so.
Okay.
Talis, where are you going? Are you going with Raven? Are you
Yeah.
staying?
I'll go figure out the inn situation.
Okay. Alright, so
You still have scritches, by the way.
yeah, you're still carrying scritches.
I took note of Coraline not appreciating me hoarding the cat. Very sadly go.
No, you can keep him. That's fine. You can keep him.
Yeah, you scritch scritches, and you and Raven exit, with Mia reassuring you that she will keep an eye out for the people that you're looking for, as well as look through any of the research she might have that's been left over through the years. As you walk out, Cersei, I imagine you're walking out with them. However, you are going in a slightly different direction. So you
Want
two
your
kind
own room.
Do you want your own room, Cersei?
Sure. Here.
Okay. we
I'm
got
not
it.
picking accommodations.
So yeah, you two head off to the same tavern/inn that Talis was previously at. The barkeep is still standing there. As you enter and explain that you'd like rooms, she gives you keys for each, accepts the silver, and you are good. Cersei, you head, I'm assuming, to the Calphurus statue, correct?
Aye.
Okay. I'll put it up on screen there for everybody else. Okay. So yeah, as you approach, this Calphurus statue still stands about 8 feet tall. The wings widespread. Detailing is spot on, beautiful. If you were seeing him from afar, you'd almost think he was real. However, as you get closer, you do see he's entirely stone. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna stand there for a second, just kind of look up at it and just kind of like really appreciate the artistry and just how like realistic he looks. Then she's gonna like talk very quietly, almost as if she's talking to the stone, and just go, the deep love and friendship that Moya has for you and the care that she took into having the statue made really stands as a memorial to what you've done and what you gave up in the cause of that. That says a lot. And she's gonna put the wreath down near the foot of the statue. And a fun thing about Nastartium is that a flower, like, you know, all flowers have like there's like the flower language.
Mhm.
I feel like being a cleric of the wild mother, nature goddess, she would
Oh,
have picked
absolutely.
up a little bit of that over the years just from people hearing it and stuff. But Nasturtium represents victory in battle and conquest, and particularly like red Nasturtium means courage, strength, and passion. And I think from the stories and little bits that she caught from Moya and the stories that she's heard, that fit him pretty well. And she's gonna have that with the lovely knotted wreath of the red flowers and the little roundish leaves, and put it there.
You do so, and it almost matches the color of his scales that shine, you know, are glistening as unlifelike as he is, being made of stone. In that moment, he looks very lifelike, as the colors of his scaling matches the flowers almost identically. And you place it there, and it's a wonderful tribute to a fallen hero.
She'll probably take a second or two more and just kind of nod and go, okay. And then she's gonna head off to the tavern.
Beautiful. Yeah, the probably wasn't more than 5 minutes as you stood there and said what you needed to, and then walked away. Eventually meeting up with the other two. As you enter, you know, they're standing there.
So we got rooms?
Here's yours.
Perfect. Yeah.
Ah,
Room key.
thank you kindly.
And then we transfer over to our other two who are still currently in the library. Rutherford is looking for a very particular book on curses and hexes. Is there a particular title? You said you're looking for 4, correct?
Oh no, I was looking
Or
for
just-
other ones that weren't those 4 that
Oh,
I've
those 4?
already
Correct. Okay.
multiple other libraries. I'm trying to find them.
You're looking for something new, something you haven't read. Let's see here. And then Coraline, you were looking for something on magic, correct?
I'm just mostly on the opposite side of the library of Radifer,
Okay.
looking at the books over there.
Okay. Yeah. You find that what you're finding is more like fictional, like fairy tales. Still stories like almost based in reality, but you're like, do these races actually exist? Kind of thing.
Do I recognize any of these stories?
Yeah, you recognize a couple of them as fictional. Are you looking for anything in particular? A particular title? Particular
No, she's
subject?
kind of finding comfort in books right now.
Okay. You do find one book that you're pretty familiar with, that you remember reading as a small child, that you thought it was just ridiculous, which was A Farewell to Magics, where it is a tale of how there's only one person in the universe who has any magic, and everybody else is very human, and there's no such thing as magic in the world. And it's a story of a hero that saves the universe with said magic. A story that you very much enjoyed reading as a child. But the idea that the entire world is made of humans is just absurd to you. Rutherford, as you are
God,
looking
sounds
around...
so boring.
I know, doesn't it? Rutherford, as you're kind of looking around for these books, you come across one that you haven't read before.
I will take it and read it.
Okay.
Thoroughly, seeing if I can find anything of use for it.
You don't find anything to pertain what you're looking for.
Oh, as I'm reading it, I put my monocle on.
Oh, of course.
So I can actually read.
So you can actually read it. You don't find anything outside of the things you already know. It's well written, it's well versed. You don't find anything out of the normal. It's just the same old things.
He sort of,
A little disappointing, honestly.
yeah. He gives a disgruntled, sigh and puts the book back. And then, realizing that he wasn't the only one that stayed behind, I'm gonna go look for Coraline.
Okay. Yeah,
Probably took me a minute to look through the book, so knowing a little bit of time has passed, I'm gonna go look for Coraline, see how she's doing.
Okay. Yeah, you go find Coraline, who's currently reading a book. Looks to be a fictional story that she's just enjoying. Come around the corner, she's just enjoying reading.
Coraline, are you wanting to stay here any longer?
Yeah, you can go ahead and have some drinks. I'm much more comfortable here.
Are you sure? I'm sure we
Yeah,
can get
go for it.
apple juice or something for you.
I'm not that young.
I'm not
I've had
saying that
alcohol before. You can go ahead if you're just going to condescend to me.
I'm not trying to condescend you. I was trying to give an option that wasn't mead, that's also sweet, because apple juice is sweet and mead is sweet. I was trying to make a comparison that wasn't.
I can have a mead if I want to. You can.
You're just so young. Is it normal? Forgive me, but is it normal for people of your country, town, city, wherever it is you come from, to drink so young?
How old do you think I am?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I've been around for so long that it's everyone is young to me unless I know that they are very old. So to me, just a young pup, I'd say maybe.
Well, I'm not a pup. I
Sorry.
am an half-elf, and I am very well versed in alcohol already. I've had wine. I've had that. I'm okay.
I want to say you're maybe 20 years old.
Little bit older.
How old are you? Do you want to
21.
take? Okay.
Just a little bit. 21.
We've
If
both
you must know.
we've both kind of come of age at like 30. So to me, that is still very young. But for you, I don't know how maturity is for half elves.
We age the same as humans. So just the end of our lives is prolonged, I've been told.
Alright.
So I am an adult by all standards.
And I understand that. I hope you know that from. I don't mean to condescend you. You just very much remind me of myself when I was your age. And I made very many mistakes. And I just don't want you to be in the same boat that I did.
Well, I would like to be able to make my own mistakes. So
Just maybe not after someone has already gotten hurt from the same thing. It's just
that wasn't mostly because of you.
I don't know, that hit me pretty hard. And then you touched it. It just is worrisome. If we are going to continue traveling together, it just worries me, having someone so young. Not that I don't think you can handle yourself, I just don't.
If you
want
must
to
know, I've
lose
been
anything.
experienced with black smoke before in my past. I was just wondering if it was the same kind. Wasn't.
I understand that. There is certain magic that I've been familiar before that I hope to never see it again. But it seems to me like you and I are on the same page. It's just that I just worry because I don't want to lose any more people. I've been around for so long. There are so many people that I have lost. So.
Well, that's
God, I hate
terribly sad, and I am very
conversation.
sorry.
Ah!
I'm terribly sorry.
I was in the middle of reading a really good book.
I will let you continue. We will be at the tavern whenever you are done.
I could probably find that by some drunks stumbling out, or maybe even Talus stumbling out.
I will just say that Rad's tail is just like swishing in a very annoyed manner right now.
Well, have fun drinking. Because
Tough.
apparently you're old enough to do it.
He's like just snorts and then just leaves. Yep, and then leaves out the door.
Yeah. Okay. Now that Radifer is gone, Coraline's gonna wait like a minute and make sure that he's like really gone.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna
He's,
go
like,
find
out-
Mia.
Okay.
He'll go outside the door, big ol' huff and puff, and then try to recompose himself, and then go over to the tavern.
Okay, you
Okay.
make your way to the tavern. Coraline, you go find Mia.
I go find Mia.
Okay.
So, I have a question. When you said that you can probably find people, how good are you at doing that?
Well, I have many connections due to the library and our vast network of them. Why?
Coraline will take off her hat and reveal kind of her orange curly hair and her bright gold eyes. I was wondering if you've ever found anybody that looks like me.
Looks like you.
I didn't get this from my father. I was wondering if you've ever seen a woman that had this before. Human, if that helps.
She, as soon as you take the hat off, she kind of gets a realization across her face. You're a long way from home, Missy.
Wait, did she look in my eyes and say that?
Mhm. But she doesn't seem phased, nor does she seem upset or like she's going to berate you. She just seems to know.
What?
Honestly,
Dear-
it's been
dear-
quite some time since anybody's actually ever referred to me that way.
I'm not going to...
How did you know?
Your family is very well known, whether your father wants you to be known or not.
I guess that is true. It's one of the things that I grew up knowing.
However, and she smiles very gently and sweetly, I'm not going to say anything. As for your mother, do you know a name? Anything about her other than human? I assume she's got beautiful red hair like yourself.
It's the one thing he never told me about. It was one of the most annoying things he kept quiet, really. But if you could find anything about her, or just a name, I would appreciate it. And if you can keep my compatriots into the dark about it, that'd be great too.
Oh my god!
She kind of giggles a little bit. She's like, "Oh, are we not telling them either?" No. It is not my place to tell them anything about you until you choose to tell them.
My heritage is something that I think I would like to keep a secret so far.
Oh my god.
She kind of shrugs. How long do you think you'll be able to hide it?
Well, I have my ways, and these help.
It was extremely clever. Even I didn't see through it, so very impressed. I'm sure that they won't either. However, they seem like a good group of people. You may want to consider taking them into your confidence when you're a little more trustworthy. As she kind of takes down a note. As for your mother, I will keep an eye out and an ear. I'm sure your father is looking for you.
Yep. In a way,
Mm,
I assume.
mm.
Uh-oh.
She kind of she shrugs a little, and you see her like actually get a little bit annoyed. We never got along.
You've met him!
Hmm.
Oh my god. I would love to hear some stories, but it does seem like it's getting a bit late, and I do think that we're going to be seeing you tomorrow morning. So,
Perhaps,
thank you.
absolutely. You may want to put the hat.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. And she will put her hat back on with the white hair and the gold eyes.
And she closes
Thank
the
you so
book.
much, Mia. And
Absolutely. Have a good rest of your night. If you'd like to check out that book, I saw you reading it earlier. I assume that you enjoyed reading that one.
it's a book that kept me company for a long part of my life. But I feel like I've read it front to back at least 20 times.
Good books are like that, though. If you'd like to
They
check it
are.
out, not a problem. You can give it back to me in the morning. I'm sure I'll see you. As for now, I think your party members said that they were going to the tavern, so do enjoy that.
Yes, they are. And I will take the book, thank her very much, and as I leave, I will make a little tiny rose plant by her door.
Aw.
Of
Okay.
orange,
Yeah, you
orange
do
roses.
So. You do so, and your hat is back on. You are back to your white-haired, golden-eyed, normal accent as you walk to the tavern where the rest of your party members, I'm guessing by this time, are currently sitting down at the table drinking.
And that's the merits of a good mead.
Good job, Raven.
She has Raven has made sure that Talus has both an ale and a mead in front of her.
Oh yeah.
Rad has the biggest, largest cup they could find for him, full of mead.
Yeah, the barkeep, which you've now discovered her name is Marina, is walking around, making sure that your guys' glasses are filled, making sure the party is well taken care of. The tavern at this point is a little more filled up. It's starting to fill up more as there's more of a nightlife going on. Coraline, you enter to the conversation of, talking about mead, Raven tell us why it's so much better, etc.
Sorry, what was
You
the name
know,
of the-
it's made from honey. It can be sweeter. You can also get dry, flavorful notes of
Put
beautiful
strawberry-
color of it.
Have you ever put strawberries in your mead? It is the
If-
best. Strawberry mead. It is the oh
But the tanginess of the ale, the dry.
no, the ale is like piss water. There's no flavor in it whatsoever.
Marina
Depending on
hearing,
the region of the honey, it can have
See.
different notes.
but Marina hearing the fact that you just said that about the ale is like, oh, but you haven't tried mine, and then sets down a sample of her spiced ale and walks away. Coraline, you enter as this is the scene that you enter upon as your party members currently sitting around the table arguing about ale versus mead.
Coraline, get in on this.
If I look around, is there...
There is no one you recognize
Cool.
other than your party
Just
members.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah, even with your passive perception, you can see that there's nobody that you recognize besides your party members.
Cool. I will sit down next to Raven.
Okay, mead or ale?
Do they have any wine?
Oh, we haven't debated. Well, mead is wine, honey wine, but
Oh, okay. I'll try that.
flags
then.
like that and what did you say, Merida?
Marina.
Marina,
I have my
like-
giant tankard over. Just try it. We'll get you your own, but just try it.
Large
Coraline
tankard that
will-
Rattleford drinks out of.
Coraline will look over Radifer and smile and take the drink.
Okay.
Very appreciatively take some drinks.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it good?
It is.
I've never had meat either, so
It's really good.
It
It's
is.
really
It's
good.
delicious. It is very good. Having flagged down Marina, she walks over. Yeah, what can I get you?
Do you want a mead or do you Raven turns to Coraline? She
Marina
goes,
just watched as Coraline just downed the rest of Rutherford's tankard. Oh!
we might need 2 of those.
No, I want mine refilled. She just,
We're good.
she just took my drink. Can I get the refill with that? She can charge her for my next drink.
Sure. Anybody else at the table?
I hit the table laughing.
And I'll grab one of those spiced ales.
Oh,
It's gonna be one of
yeah.
those nights.
I tried
gonna-
her ale.
yeah, I'm gonna
It's
try
delicious.
the ale as well.
It's
Is it,
delicious. They're well
First-
known. This is a well known thing
For
here.
someone that despises ale.
For somebody who despises ale, it's decent. You're like, yeah, this is as bad as I thought, but still mead. It's not horrible though.
I press the taste.
Do you have a wine?
seed, and then I'll finish it. And I'll go
I
back.
don't think it's sitting right.
You want white or red, sweetie?
Red, please.
And she walks away to go get everyone's refills that have been ordered. Cersei, did you want anything? Or are you just enjoying your party members?
Where's my cat?
Cersei has a meeting, but she's just kind of watching them, just she's used to like sailors drinking. She's like, same verse.
Okay.
Second verse, same as the first, a little bit louder and a whole lot weirder. Close enough.
True. So, Coraline, with you downing that entire Rattleford-sized drink, roll me
I
a...
thought you said he was halfway, so I was like, oh, it's probably just a pint.
Oh, that was my
That's weird.
second one. I just got that one.
Oh god, thanks.
You may want to roll a con save for me.
I thought
Yep, I'm so good at those.
I'm so good. Marina returns, puts down your guys' refills, as well as putting down a red wine for Coraline.
Oh, but before you leave, honey,
Oh yeah.
is there any good storytellers in here?
She looks around. What kind of story are you looking for?
You know, been reading a lot of Dwarven history, and
Are you looking for a dwarf, or are you looking for somebody that just might have some dwarven stories?
well,
Are you
If
looking
there's a-
for a dwarf?
Are you looking for a dwarf?
shush, Coraline.
I rolled a dirty 20, by the way,
Okay,
on
alright.
my con save.
Yeah, you're feeling
So
like
it's just that.
yeah, you've got a little bit of a hiccup from swallowing that much air and that much meat at the same time, but you're feeling good. And now you have a wine in front of you as well. So she's like, a dwarf or just a good storyteller?
Either or.
Either,
Not picky.
either or. Interesting. Okay. Let's see here.
One of these days, I'll have to find my friend. He's a traveler, and he's not very easy to find. But he has the best stories. He has been everywhere. One day.
Okay. So, as I don't have a hero forge for this one, but she kind of looks around. Colin, come here. And a tall, lanky half elf starts strolling over, and he has a lute slung over one shoulder, and he kind of looks at the table and sees that it has mostly ladies. Yeah, what can I do for you? Like, he thinks that he's
Is
smooth.
he good looking?
Wait,
Oh, yeah,
is he good looking?
He's extremely good looking.
And you said he's an elf or a half elf?
he's a half elf, blonde
Half
hair.
elf.
He knows he's attractive.
I'm gonna take a swig. I'm gonna just hit it on against the table. It's not done yet, but it's got some heft to it. If you try anything funny on these ladies, I will come after you. But please, I would like to hear what your story
He
is.
looks at Rapper. He's like, "Oh, sorry, sweetheart, you're not my type."
I'm not talking about.
I will flip my hair over my shoulder to kind of see him better, not knowing this is a flirtatious trick, and be all like, "Oh, so you play music? My brother was a great musician. Do you know? Oh, I don't even think I know this song. Play some of your finest pieces, please."
Raven will pull out a gold piece and flick it
A
over
gold
to Colin.
Marina at this point is just like, "I'm not dealing with this." She has refilled all of her drinks and walked away. This tall half elf is still. He kind of takes the gold coin and let's see here.
I
damn.
slipped
All
a
right.
couple extra copper on her way out, just as a tip.
Yeah,
So.
you hand it to her. Yeah, he kind of unslings the lute and starts strumming, and it is beautiful. It is just absolutely gorgeous as he sits there and literally serenades the table. He's kind of flirting, making winks and little comments here and there the entire time to every lady at the table. Anybody who will give him the time of day.
Oh,
He
Coraline's looking up at the ceiling, just trying to disassociate into a memory of hers.
Yeah,
So-
he even sends a flirty, sarcastic wink towards Rattleford just because he can. He knows that's going to annoy him. And just
like
sits there
this guy.
and continues strumming. And then as he's sitting there strumming, he kind of goes into a ballad about a young girl named Amara who waited for her lover on sandy shores. And sings a beautiful ballad about this young, blonde woman who had waited on the shores for her lover to return to her from sea, but never did. And you know, kind of just sits there, and at the end of it, you know, kind of plays it out, and then sits there. He's like, "Was that a good story for you?"
Wonderful, wonderful. That was most welcome distraction of the evening.
Well, let me know if I can do anything else for you ladies later. And winks as he walks away back to his table.
Wait, how many more people are in the tavern?
There's probably 15 to 20 other people in this tavern right now.
Is the flower shop owner? Are they here?
Oh no! Oh no!
I just want to know. I just want to know.
Make me a perception check and we'll see if Finley is here for you.
Welcome in!
Hey, welcome in! Welcome for thank you for the raid, you guys. You guys have come in at a very strange time. We're in a tavern and the girls are flirting. It's great.
Flirting. Flirting these
Coraline
Hilarious.
doesn't know how to flirt. She's just naturally charismatic.
Thank you for the raid,
with
though.
my
Welcome in.
perception check.
Had we finished before you guys, we were gonna raid you, so that's funny.
16.
16. Okay, yeah, you look around. As you look around, you see a very pretty person sitting off in the corner to themselves. And you recognize him as Finley, who still has a certain flower in his hair.
Fuck yes. And I'm in the white hair.
Yes.
So the same.
The same outfit that
That
he would have recognized you in, correct.
Cool. I just was curious.
Okay.
He did mention songs.
Are you leaving them just sitting in the corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just wondering if he was here.
Yeah, he's there.
Or they were here.
They
So
are
sorry.
they are there. Yes, they are. Perfect. Yeah.
You put him up on the screen.
I know I did. As a
Thanks.
reminder, that's what he looks like. All right. Yeah. As you're sitting there, you've got your red
They
wine.
look great.
The rest of the party is enjoying their drinks. You've just been serenaded by a very flirtatious bard. Any?
We like him. We can bring him
Is
back
there
later.
any?
Who are you talking to, Raven? Which girl?
Just in general, she is saying this, but looking at Rad as she's saying.
I'm going to go find the bard.
Okay.
And
Red's just
ask-
uncomfortable with the whole flirting thing. He's just is like, I just wanted to drink my mead and have a drinking contest.
Ask if he can play a waltz.
A waltz? You walk over to him, or he's gone back. He's like, "Ah, you came back for more, huh?" As he sits
Yes.
back.
Yep, playing reminded me of something, and I think I would like to hear, and I will name a song that would be a waltz
Okay.
that I don't know because I have no musical
Sure.
background.
Uh,
But
Sure. He.
and I'll give him 3 silver.
Sure. Yeah, he takes it. Slings it back in front of him, and starts playing. Let's see how well he performs. Oh, he performs very well. And starts gently strumming out a melody that would be a waltz. And it kind of plays throughout the tavern. Your party members can hear it. The rest of the tavern can hear it as this waltz starts delicately playing as he plucks the chords.
I'll go walk over to Cersei, and I will lift out my hand. May I have this dance, my lady?
I don't know how to waltz, but we'll give it a shot.
I can
here.
teach you.
I'll quickly.
Along
Like-
with the bar, can I like lightly howl a bit to the tune of the music?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like sit back and finish that off, and I go.
Please roll a
It's,
performance
I would
check.
say
I
roll
wanna
me
know
a
if it's
performance
good.
check.
Alright, alright.
But you two also have to roll me performance checks because you're dancing.
Okay. Get that up. Tilt back that mead. Go for a dance. I warned you. Don't know how to waltz.
Performance. Oh, come on. Okay. It's a 18. I rolled a 19, but I'm -1 on performance. Oh,
It's okay.
very
It's
elite.
okay. It's still you kind of. It's almost a hum as you start humming along with what this bard is playing, and it matches beautifully. You are very easily able to pick up those notes as he delicately strums. Girls, what did you roll?
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
To lead her and kind of teach her the waltz to
Okay.
go along with it.
Cersei.
Okay.
With my little tiny, like, I have some rosy cheeks now going on too.
Okay.
Oh, the 10.
That's okay because
Great.
as you take Coraline's hand and move into the middle of the floor, which is kind of cleared out to be a dance floor anyways, you are able to easily follow Coraline's lead as you lead her in this waltz. Something that you are familiar with. You are very familiar with how a waltz is supposed to look. And you lead her along as the rest of the party and watches as you two waltz, and Rutherford is able to hum along very delicately with what the bard is strumming. Talus and Raven, what would you two like to do as you're watching your party literally enjoy a waltz?
No, to the right. To right, Scott. No, fine. Okay. I'm leading. Let me lead.
Sorry, I'm a little heavier than you. I tend to pull.
Sorry.
Talus, Raven?
Are people very distracted by the waltz?
They are.
Oh,
There
Somebody
any
see a fish dance.
looking people that might look like they have some coin in their pockets?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Okay, I would like to target one of those people.
Sure.
I'd like to go with drink in hand,
Okay.
act drunker than I am,
Okay.
and just stumble upon someone who looks like, I don't know, who are my
Wealthier.
targets? Wealthier. You said I had a bunch of options. What are
Yeah.
my options?
Yep, you've got a couple of human males who look like they might have a little bit of coin in their purse. You see a wealthier female who seems to be flaunting it a little bit, like wearing pearls, keeping up her appearances very well. You've just got like a variety of people. Everybody is drinking a little bit. It's starting to be later in the evening. So you've got a variety of targets that you could go for, depending on what you're looking for specifically. If it's just coin, you could really target anybody in this tavern.
Yeah. Well, it's just coin this time around.
Okay.
Fine. Is there like a group of people
Yeah.
that I can like, use?
Yeah, there's 3 gentlemen sitting off to one side.
I will go to that group of gentlemen.
Okay.
Act drunker than I am.
Okay.
Approach them very familiarly and say, "Hey, fellas, how's it going? For me, right? It's oh my god, it's so good. Hey. You see those lovely ladies over there?
As they kind of turn to look.
They're here with me." And when they look, I win it.
Roll me sleight of hand.
Oh no.
Come on.
Raven, are you watching
Can I like
this?
flip around?
Come on.
Wait.
Raven is just perusing and looking to see if there's like any other potential like storytellers or things in the bar. So she's
Is
not
my cat with you, Talus?
Oh, that's right.
You could have set him down.
Like it could be like you
Scritches
set
could
him
be
down.
on the table with
Scritches
like
would
the
just be
rest of us.
following you because I kind of gave the order to stay with Talus.
Mm-hmm.
So
So yeah, if you had set him down, he would have followed you. Kind of.
Oh.
Once I saw him,
can I
I would be
assist?
very scared of people stepping on this beautiful cat.
Okay.
It would just literally be like a step.
Okay, you put him up here. Okay.
Scared for people to hurt him. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, he's perching there. Sure.
Can the cat jump onto them if she's trying to make? Can I assist by having the cat help her
Yeah.
by like jumping onto them to distract?
They're kind of looking anyways, so they're definitely drunk. They're not paying attention at all.
Okay.
So yeah, the cat perched there. Roll me sleight of hand. Raven.
I rolled a 12 plus 8, 20.
So unnatural 20. Incredible. Yeah, the person as you stumble over, you're like, yeah, they're with me. Like, look at these beautiful women. you're like, look at them, and as they turn to look, the one that was closest to you, that you were like, hey fellas, that one right next to your side, has his coin purse just right there on his belt, and you are just able to quickly undo the tie and swipe it and move it to your pocket.
I'll let you guys enjoy the show, but cheers.
And you walk away, and let's see here.
Red,
They don't
without a
notice.
jacket.
They don't notice a thing, as they're just like, man, that girl was really drunk.
Oh, god damn.
And you walk back.
Come on, man.
And you walk back. Raven, were you watching the entire time? As Talus
I just noticed that like Talus kind of wandered off,
Sure.
but just assuming like going to get another drink or something like
Sure.
that, like not really paying attention.
Sure.
Just that Talus has moved off.
Okay. Yeah, she comes back, looking a little pleased with herself, but otherwise normal. Cat
Bathroom break?
cat on her shoulder.
Yeah, bathroom break.
Glenn, are you okay? Are you okay?
Are you? Have I spun you off and you're out? Or wait, are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you, Coraline. That's why.
Oh. I didn't hear that part. Sorry, my.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Coraline? You went off today, and yesterday you went off after Rad, and then you came back, and you were not yourself. You seemed uncomfortable, so you spent some time alone today. I just wanted to know.
You're doing this on the dance floor, oh my god.
No,
It's
any-
yeah,
any-
because nobody else is paying it. Like they're just watching. Nobody else can hear it. So
Has anybody else joined us, or is it just me and her?
currently it's just you two. There's a couple of couples that look like they're about to get up and join, but during this conversation, you are the only two on the dance floor.
Dirty dancing and lip.
And Liv.
I'm kidding. I'm not doing that. I have such bad strength.
But yeah, so Cersei is
Just us.
asking you, are you okay?
Yeah, totally fine. It was just a blast from the past a couple of days ago, and again a reminder. I'd mostly just be really happy to move on from this place and get our gold, which we were promised, and I do want to check out the north.
North?
Ow! Can you? Alright. Thanks for that.
I'm not used to
That
that.
was
Most of people are used to more charging along the dance floor. I'll teach you some of the dance
Origin. Okay. Well, you're doing pretty good.
Sorry. I'm trying. It's a 3-step, right? 1, 2, 3. I think I keep
One.
doing 4.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn.
Right.
It's yeah.
Well, as long as you're okay, that's just didn't want you to be feeling uncomfortable like you did the other night.
I'll go in and give her a hug,
Oh, we're talking now. This is great.
and then I'll
Yeah.
back out again.
Yeah.
It does mean a lot to have somebody that kind of cares.
Of course.
So
We're traveling commandments, right?
yeah. Sorry, I was a bit weird when we first met, but you know, we all have our quirks. And
Well, if you look over at our group,
Where currently Rutherford is humming along with the bard, who is still strumming. Honestly, the bard looks like he is thoroughly enjoying watching you two dance. Like, he actually is enjoying someone dancing to his music. Rutherford is humming along. It's a beautiful tune. Talus seems a little proud of herself, and Raven is sitting there just throwing him back.
Hey. She threw back the first one, and now she's somehow managing just to nurse her second
Okay,
one.
alright. Yeah.
I'm on 3
Slightly
going.
alcoholic.
so, since you're the cleric, I think you're gonna have to be taking care of some people tonight.
yeah, I'm planning on that. Just don't let me get near the room.
You knew the room.
Anything but rum. Anything but rum. I'll drink anything but rum.
Good.
But
Well,
yeah,
if you happen
tomorrow's
to.
gonna be tomorrow morning's gonna have to be greasy eggs and bacon. Best way to get over it.
And
Well- I'll be prepared to cook that.
and as you guys dance and then finish, everybody kind of giving a round of applause. Afterwards,
I will do a very regal bow to Cersei at the very end.
you
Kind of.
She's gonna curtsy with her long billowing like corset thing and kind of do a curtsy back the best she can.
yeah.
With my coat. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you
My
finish your
lord,
dance.
you know what he says?
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. He plays a couple more tunes, some more lively than others, giving Cersei a chance to show off any kind of the pirate moves that she has learned out while on the ship.
I actually wanted to have him start doing the "My Mother Told Me" shanty. Be like, Cersei, join with me. I know you know this one.
The rest of the evening fades out. With
I'm gonna be.
all of you.
Can I
at least
start
dancing
pounding
once.
down water?
Yes.
Can I start
You do
drinking
so.
down water?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of you kind of play out the evening with dancing and drinking, and eventually making your way back to your rooms and crashing and burning. Drinking plenty of water. Marina, knowing that you are staying there, has made sure to put glasses of water in each of your rooms. So that way in the morning you are not as hungover as you should be. Still a little bit. Y'all have little slight headaches. In the morning, you wake up ready for the next day. And we will end our session there for the night.
Yay!
I did not want to have that conversation with you, Coraline.
Thank you to both people who rated us, because the welcome
was so
in.
sweet. Yeah.
So let's see, who's somebody else that we can pay it back to in raid? Let's see who's online, shall we? Before we close out for the evening, we'll go raid somebody. Let's see, who's online?
Go sing sea shanties in their chat.
I know who we need to raid. We need to raid last time on.
Yes!
I think we
Let's
need to go
go.
raid them. Let's see.
Yes.
Let's get
raid.
this. Raid.
So what happens when we raid?
So
We just,
everybody is transferred over there. Whoever wants to
Oh.
join, you can leave. At the,
Teleported. To a new world of
all right,
adventure.
there we go. So we will close out for the evening, and if you guys wanted to join us while we go raid last time on, I think they'll appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night, you guys.
How do I
Yep.
do I press leave?